enjoy this. A little bit of a detective story with smart AI. So something different. Yeah, well. Hey, we're the Lord. Kia ora, bro. How you been, mate? Good to see you again. How you been, my mate? Hope life's been treating you well, buddy. You're looking forward to a bit of warmer weather, are you? Doesn't make much difference to me these days. I don't do much with it. Yeah, good to see you again. I'm sure you were playing Technicity, weren't you? Pretty sure you were playing that. You might not have been. I see it's had a recent update. Looks pretty good. Alright. So here we go. We're going to jump to a black screen to start out with. Don't be surprised by that. So, hello and welcome to today's live stream. I'm Glen Bixley, and today, a little bit of mystery. I guess that's why the black screen's here. We're having a look at something completely different today. This is Vaudeville. Now, Vaudeville is an experimental whodunit game based on the latest AI technologies to generate dialogues in real time. This tale of murder, we'll call it red rum, shall we? Suspense and absurdity unfolds as you play, as you are the protagonist. Right, so that's why we've got a black screen at the moment. This game doesn't have a menu screen. The moment I press play, we are going to jump straight into this. So I thought we would discuss as to what it is before I even press the play button. Now, the audio, I may need to adjust the audio. Let me know if the audio needs to be adjusted. I also cannot adjust the audio when we jump into this. But we're going to jump in. We're going to give this a go. Hopefully, this turns out to be a bit of fun. Now, you guys really enjoyed the smart AI demonstration that we looked at a couple of weeks ago. That was just a demonstration of what you can do with smart AI. Now, this is actually a proper game. So we are a detective. We do have to solve a red rum. This could be a bit of a laugh. Let's jump on in and let's take a look at Vaudeville.
The second I stepped off the train into the city of Vaudeville, I could feel the weight of its melancholy in the air. Even the drizzle that clung to the city's grimy cobblestones felt a shade darker than your everyday downpour. Vaudeville was a city of high stakes and low morals, where vice and virtue danced a wicked...
Oh, I cancelled that. No, I wanted to listen to that. Okay, sorry, hang on. I do apologise. I actually wanted to listen to the storyline. I clicked on the screen because I was turning the volume down. My first comment to the developer, if you ever see my video, we need a little more control over the volume and a menu screen.
The second I stepped off the train into the city of Vaudeville, I could feel the weight of its melancholy in the air. Even the drizzle that clung to the city's grimy cobblestones felt a shade darker than your everyday downpour. Vaudeville was a city of high stakes and low morals, where vice and virtue danced a wicked waltz. Street lamps, flickering like burnt-out stars, were the only guide through the maze of rain-soaked alleyways and whispering shadows. My name's Martini, detective, troubleshooter, and a lousy sucker for hard luck stories. This wasn't my first circus, but this act was a 3-ring special. 3 murders, no leads, and a city on the brink of bedlam. The victims were as different as chalk and cheese, each a symbol of the city's vibrant veneer. A young dancer who moved like poetry in motion, her life cut short mid-pirouette. The socialite, a woman who knew the city's pulse better than anyone else. And then there was the businessman, the embodiment of Vaudeville's promises of progress, snuffed out like a candle in the wind. The usual peace in Vaudeville was off-kilter, replaced by the discordant notes of fear and suspicion. Strangers viewed each other through wary eyes, neighbors turned to strangers, and every shadow seemed to hold a secret. The once vibrant city had become a stage, the curtain drawn on a grim play of mystery and murder. In a city without harmony, the police chief was the conductor trying to keep the orchestra in tune. Gretzky was his name, a seasoned cop with a granite jaw and a heart that had seen better days. There was a stark tension, a raw fear that danced like St. Elmo's fire in his eyes. Whatever was happening in Vaudeville had Gretzky out of his depth, and that was a sight I'd never thought I'd see. If anyone could make sense of this twisted tale, it would be him. I'd better head to the police station and have a chat with Gretzky for starters.
Right. So there's our introduction. Now, this game is played entirely... Well, not entirely. Sorry, start again. This is played via me talking to my microphone. So we're going to have to try and work you guys into the microphone. But this should hopefully work. Let's jump in. Let's give this a go. This is my first time, so I have no idea what to expect from here. Okay, so this is our world map. Okay. Gravenstein Manor, Pascal's Groceries, Circus Sax Bar, Country Club, Caribbean Village, Police Station. Okay, so we need to talk to the police chief or whatever first anyway, in the morgue. Okay. Accuse. Okay, we can just start accusing people automatically, can we? Oh, so here's our settings here. Do we have... No, there's no other settings in here. Now, I do have narrated actions turned on. Enable actions syntax. This is not how the game is meant to be played, but you can turn it on if you want to mess with the characters. I've turned it on for now. We can always turn it off. Okay, so let's start with the police station. I turned it on purely to see what it does. Type here or speak into your microphone.
Well, what do you want? Spit it out.
I'm here about the Red Rum, Chief.
Red Robin, you say. What's that got to do with anything? We're dealing with some brutal murders in Vaudeville, not some silly bird. Now, if you have information related to the case, spill it. Otherwise, don't waste my time.
Look, Chief, I'm here to do your job, quite frankly. You have not been doing it. You need to tell me what you know, fill me in, catch me up.
What are you talking about? Catch you up on what? I'm the one who's been investigating these gruesome murders in Vaudeville. Are you suggesting that I've been involved in them?
No, Chief.
Because I assure you, I'm just trying to bring the culprits to justice and retire in peace. So, if you have something relevant to share, please enlighten me.
Chief, come on. Look, you're not really doing your job. Tell me what you know so I can do your job for you.
Do my job for me. Now, why would I let someone else do my job? I've been in this line of work for decades, and I know how to handle things. But if you think you have something valuable to contribute, by all means, go ahead and speak up. Just remember, I'm the one in charge here.
All right. Let's get off on another foot.
Another foot. I'm not sure I follow. But if you're willing to change the tone of this conversation, I'm all ears. So, what's on your mind?
Okay, Chief, I want to help. Tell me what you know.
You've got shape. Are you saying you have some sort of information or lead that could help with the investigation? Well, don't keep me in suspense. Tell me what you know, and let's see if it's worth pursuing.
This is going nowhere. We'll come back to you, Chief.
Come back to me. Where are you going? Look, if you've got something to share, don't leave me hanging. Spit it out already.
Look, you're not telling me what you know, so why would I share any information with you?
Not telling you what. I'm sorry if there's been a misunderstanding. If there's something specific you want to know, just ask and I'll do my best to provide the information. As for sharing information, it's a two-way street. If you have something valuable to contribute, it could help us solve these murders. Cooperation is key in cases like these.
Okay, Chief. Tell me about the murder. Where was it?
Wait. Hold on a second. Are you saying that someone actually witnessed one of the murders? And this person is willing to share what they saw with you? Why didn't they come forward to the police directly? Tell me more about this witness and what they have to say. This could be a significant breakthrough in the case.
Well, we might be talking about a different case. Tell me what murder you're investigating.
Different murder. I thought we were talking about the recent brutal killings in Vaudeville. Are you referring to a different murder altogether? If so, please fill me in on the details. I want to make sure we're on the same page here.
Okay, Chief. I'll fill you in on the details when I know them. I'll catch you later. Bye.
Alright then, if that's the case. Just remember, if you have any information that could help with the investigation, don't hesitate to reach out. Take care and goodbye for now.
Isn't that what I tried to do? Okay, so that was not helpful. So what do we have? Morgue, police station, Coral. Okay. Hello, is it Extabera, is it?
Yeah, the barrel. A fascinating object, isn't it? It serves as a vessel, containing and preserving the essence of life. But when it's empty, it becomes a mere hollow shell, devoid of purpose. Much like the human body, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, most definitely. You sound like a lovely lady.
Carrying the stories of our lives within us.
The storylines roll into each other too much.
Waiting to be examined and understood. The barrel, my dear detective, is a reminder of our mortality and the fragility of our existence.
Hello. Could you tell me about the most recent murder?
Well, my friend, the most recent note is quite a perplexing case.
It's
The
not
victim,
listening very well, is it?
Grossman, met his demise through a stab wound to the back of his neck. It appears to be a rather precise strike delivered with a butcher's knife.
How old was Nicola Grossman?
Nikola Grossman, the unfortunate soul, was 57 years old at the time of his untimely departure. It's always disheartening to witness a life cut short, especially in such a violent manner. The precision and force required for the blade to penetrate the back of the neck. It's truly a grim sight. One can only hope that justice will be served for poor Mr. Grossman.
You say stabbed in the back?
Indeed, the circumstances surrounding Mr. Grossman's demise are quite distressing. A stab wound to the back of the neck suggests a methodical and calculated attack. The vulnerability and betrayal that comes with being stabbed in the back, both figuratively and literally, can leave a lasting impact on the psyche. It's a reminder of the darkness that can lurk within the human heart, hidden from view until it strikes unexpectedly. Such acts of violence can shatter our sense of security and trust, leaving us questioning the true nature of those around us.
So could you estimate the height of the attacker?
Yeah, the height of the attacker, a piece of the puzzle that we must consider. Determining the height of an individual based solely on the location of a stabbing can be a challenging task. My dear detective, however, fear not, for there are other means by which we can gather evidence to shed light on this matter. We can examine the angle and trajectory of the weapon's entry, the depth of the wound, and perhaps even analyze any defensive wounds on the victim's body.
So tell me about the angle of trajectory.
The angle of the trajectory, my inquisitive friend, is a crucial aspect in understanding the dynamics of the attack.
Is it from
By
up
examining
down?
the path of the knife's penetration, we can gain insights into the position and movement of both
Yep.
the assailant and the unfortunate Mr. Grossman. It allows us to reconstruct the sequence of events leading up to the fatal blow. In this case, with the stab occurring at the back of the neck, we can infer that the assailant approached from behind, catching Mr. Grossman off guard.
Yes, but by knowing the trajectory, I could also work out the height of the individual.
You are absolutely right, my astute detective. The trajectory alone can provide valuable information about the nature of the assault. It can help establish the relative positions of the victim and the perpetrator, as well as the direction and force applied during the stabbing. While it may not directly reveal the height of the individual, it contributes to our overall understanding of the crime scene and the circumstances surrounding Mr. Grossman's tragic end. Remember, my dear detective, solving a puzzle such as this requires patience, meticulous examination, and connecting all the intricate pieces together.
So can you give me any information on the stab wound to help me work out the height, the strength, etc. of the individual?
Well, my curious companion, the stab wound itself can indeed offer some clues about the strength.
Yeah,
and
we're going
stature
around in
of the
circles.
attacker. The depth and angle of the wound can indicate the amount
Yeah.
of force exerted, which in turn...
I know, that's what I'm trying to figure out from you, but it's really hard to talk to you.
A deeper wound suggests a stronger thrust, while a shallower wound may
Ooh.
indicate a less powerful strike.
Oh,
Additionally, the location of the wound can give us insight into the position of the attacker.
it seems I
during
have to
the
ask the right
By
question.
examining these details, we can begin to paint a picture of the person responsible for this heinous act.
So can you tell me if it was a deep wound or a shallow wound?
Oh, my dear detective, your curiosity is relentless.
Uh-oh, we're going to go around in
Allow me to
circles.
provide you with the information you seek. The nature of the stabbing in Mr. Grossman's case resulted in a relatively deep wound to the back of the neck. The penetration was significant, indicating a considerable level of force behind the attack. It's distressing to witness such violence, isn't it? The sharp blade slicing through delicate skin and
Getting
tissue,
somewhere.
disrupting the intricate balance of the human body. It reminds us of the fragility of life and the destructive power that can be inflicted upon it.
So can you tell me if the trajectory angle was on a downward thrust or an upward thrust?
Oh, my inquisitive friend, you have a keen eye for detail. The trajectory angle of the stab wound in Mr. Grossman's case suggests a downward thrust. The path of the weapon indicates that the assailant was positioned above the victim, delivering a strike from a higher vantage point. This could indicate a position of dominance or control during the act of aggression. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? To imagine someone exerting their strength and will, forcefully driving the knife downwards into the vulnerable flesh of another.
Can you tell me how tall Mr. Grossman was?
Yeah, the height of the guardsman. My
No.
curious detective.
What was the height of Mr. Grossman?
Mr. Grossman's height, a detail that may seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but it is a part of his unique identity. Unfortunately, I don't have that specific information at hand. However, it's important to remember that a person's stature does not define their worth or the impact they had on those around them.
No, but it
In the
determines
realm
how
of
tall the other
medicine,
person
we
was.
often focus on the intricate workings of the human body. But it is equally crucial to recognize and honor the essence of a person beyond their physical attributes.
Were there any other distinguishing marks?
Well, my dear detective, while I understand your desire for more details, it seems that there were no other significant distinguishing marks on Mr. Grossman's body. Sometimes, in the midst of tragedy, we search for something that sets a person apart. Something that makes them stand out from the crowd. But alas, in this case, it appears that Mr. Grossman's external features did not provide any distinctive markers. Yet, let us not forget that it is the internal qualities, the intangible aspects of a person's character, that truly shape their legacy.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Mr. Grossman?
Mr. Grossman, a man of 57 years, was indeed a notable figure in the finance world. It is intriguing how individuals from various walks of life can intersect in the realm of mortality. The intricate web of connections that weaves through society is a constant reminder of the fragile nature of our existence. As a coroner, I often find myself pondering the stories behind the bodies that come under my examination. Each life, with its triumphs and tribulations, leaves behind a unique imprint on the tapestry of humanity.
And can you tell me where the body was found?
Oh, my dear detective, the body of Mr. Grossman was found in the morning outside Pascal's grocery shop. It's a rather somber location for such a tragic discovery. The juxtaposition of the mundane and the macabre is a stark reminder of the fragility of human life. One can't help but wonder about the sequence of events that led to that fateful moment. The convergence of circumstances that brought Mr. Grossman to his final resting place. It is in these moments that we are reminded of the delicate balance between order and chaos. Oh, my curious companion, the body of Mr. Nicola Grossman was found in the morning outside Pascal's grocery shop. It was a rather unfortunate and unsettling discovery, to say the least. The contrast between the mundane setting of a grocery shop and the presence of death is quite jarring. One can't help but wonder about the series of events that led to this grim scene. The streets of Vaudeville, usually bustling with vibrant energy, were momentarily transformed into a place of tragedy and sorrow.
Can you tell me if Mr. Grossman had his wallet, or did it look like any other items had been stolen?
Yeah, my inquisitive detective, you raise an intriguing question. As I recall, Mr. Grossman's wallet was indeed found on his person. It seems that the assailant did not have an interest in pilfering his belongings. However, it is important to note that my examination focused primarily on the cause of death and the immediate physical evidence. Further investigation into the possibility of other stolen items would require the expertise of our esteemed colleagues in the police department. The intricate web of clues and motives is a labyrinth that we must navigate together. My astute detective.
Could you tell me Mr. Grossman's address?
My dear Detective Martini, I'm afraid I don't have access to Mr. Grossman's address. You see, my role as a coroner is to focus on the medical aspects of a case by
Bummer.
examining the body and determining the cause of death. The personal details of the deceased, such as their address, are typically handled by the appropriate authorities. I understand that your investigation requires a comprehensive understanding of the circumstances surrounding Mr. Grossman's demise, and I assure you that the relevant information will be made available to you through the proper channels.
Could you tell me who Mr. Grossman's next of kin is?
Next of kin, a term that carries both legal and emotional weight. It is a connection to one's roots, a tie to the past and a glimpse into the future. In the case of Mr. Nikola Grossman, I'm afraid I don't have that specific piece of information readily available. However, it is a matter that should be delicately addressed, for the loss of a loved one can leave an indelible mark on the hearts of those left behind. The intricate web of relationships intertwines with the threads of life, and, in moments like these, I'm sorry, but I don't have any knowledge of Mr. Grossman's next of kin. As a coroner, I primarily focus on the medical aspects of a person's passing. The personal and familial connections are usually investigated by the police or other authorities. If you require that particular piece of information,
A lot
I
of
suggest
speech,
reaching
but
out to the police
saying
department or the
nothing.
assigned investigator for this case. They would be better equipped to assist
I got that
you in
message
this matter.
ages ago. All right, Ethel, you have a lovely day. We will see you later.
See you. You as well, my dear detective. May your day be filled with intriguing investigations and unexpected discoveries. Remember, the truth often hides in the most unexpected places. Until we meet again, stay curious and stay safe.
Oh, there is a microphone button. I've just seen it. Ah, okay. Yes, this is a little different. It's a little different. It's having a little trouble understanding what I'm saying, but we at least now know who was murdered and where. So, Pascal's Groceries. So, Mr. Grossman. Is there a coincidence here? Grossman was killed at the groceries. Let's go back and talk to the policeman. Hello, Chief. I'm here to talk to you about Mr. Grossman.
Mr. Grossman, you say. What can you tell me about him?
I believe he's dead.
He did what exactly? Could you please provide me with more information?
Chief, I hate to tell you this, but I believe Mr. Grossman is dead. D-E-A-D.
Dead. Are you certain? How did you come to this conclusion?
The lady at the morgue.
At the morgue, you say. Did you personally see his body there?
That's a good question, actually. No, I didn't, actually. That's a good question. I think I should go back and ask to see the body, don't you? Why not?
Well, what do you want? Spit it out. Why are you suddenly talking about feeding a buddy? And what does that have to do with the case of Mr. Grossman? Folks,
Well,
Detective Martini, we need to stay on track here. Tell me what you know about his death.
Don't you think it's a coincidence? A Grossman was killed at the groceries.
A coincidence, you say. Interesting. So, you're suggesting that there might be a connection between Mr. Grossman's murder and the fact that it happened near a grocery store. Do you have any leads or evidence to support this theory, Detective?
I do, but they're all very gross.
Very gross, you say. Well, as unpleasant as it may be, we can't afford to overlook any potential clues. Tell me, what kind of gross evidence do you have?
I will get back to you when I have further evidence. At the moment, I need to investigate further.
Investigate further. What exactly do you plan to do, Detective Martini? Remember, you don't have the authority to formally accuse or arrest anyone. If you
Well,
come
why do I
across
have a button
anything
for it?
relevant, be sure to report it to me immediately. We
Okay,
need to
so I can
solve
turn
this
my
case
mic
as
off.
soon as
Cool.
possible.
Yeah, I didn't think I could actually turn my mic off. That's good that I can. Okay, that's excellent, especially as a streamer. So we need to figure out what questions we're going to ask this dude, because this guy seems very hard to talk to. Yeah, I got more information out of the lady at the morgue than I did here. I don't know. But, can you tell me how many murders there have been recently?
I'm afraid I don't have the exact number off the top of my head, but there have been several recent murders in Vaudeville. All of them were brutal attacks. If you want more details about the causes of their deaths, you'll have to speak with the coroner. They should have more information on the matter.
Can you tell me about the last 3 murders?
The last 3 murder victims in Vaudeville. Yes, of course. We had Maria Jansen, a 23-year-old woman found covered in blood outside her apartment. Then there was Nicola Grossman, the man we were just discussing, found
Yes.
outside Pascalis Groceries. And finally, Haley Greenwood, a 19-year-old dancer whose body was discovered in an alley behind the club she worked at. These cases have been keeping us quite busy, to say the least. Is there something specific you would like to know about these incidents, Detective Martini?
I believe Grossman was stabbed with a knife. Can you tell me how the others were killed?
Stabbed with a knife, you say? That's quite a violent method. As for the other victims, their causes of death haven't been disclosed to me yet. It seems you have some information that hasn't reached my desk. How did you come to know about these details, Detective?
This is directly from the morgue. So, I help you, you help me.
From the morgue, you say? Interesting. So you have access to the coroner's reports then. It would certainly be helpful to have more detailed information on the other victim's cause of death. All right, Detective, if you're willing to share what you've learned from the morgue. I'm all ears. What were the findings for Maria Jansen and Haley Greenwood?
I'll tell you what, Chief. I didn't actually know about Maria or Haley, so I'm going to go and ask and see if I can get back to you on that one.
Hold on a moment, Detective. You're saying there is additional information about Maria and Haley that you haven't shared with me yet. Why would you withhold that crucial evidence? It's imperative that we work together and keep each other informed. Please, find out the details from the morgue and report back as soon as possible. We need to have a clear picture of what we're dealing with here.
Okay, so you said about Maria and Haley. They're just the last 3 with
They
Mr.
just went to the
Grossman.
last. I'm sorry, but I'm not following your statement.
Hang on.
Could you please clarify what you mean?
You told me about the
Three.
last
Three
3...
what? Detective
Oh,
Martini. Please be more specific. Are you referring to 3 additional murders or something
No.
else entirely? Clarify your statement so that I can better understand what you're trying to convey. Sorry, I must have misspoke. Can you please remind me what I told you about? I want to make sure we're on the same page here.
I'd like to know about more murders. How many were there before those 3?
Before those 3 recent murders, there were a few others as well. Let me think. Yes, there was a case about a month ago involving a middle-aged man found dead in an abandoned warehouse. And before that, there was an incident with a young woman found drowned in the river. Those are the ones that come to mind at the moment. Is there something specific you're looking for in relation to these previous cases? Detective Martini.
These last two cases you mentioned, the middle-aged man and the woman in the river, were they suspicious?
Suspicious. Well, every murder is suspicious, wouldn't you say, detective? But if you're asking whether there were any particular circumstances or signs that made them stand out as especially unusual or alarming, I can't say for certain. As the chief, I haven't been directly involved in investigating every single case. However, if you have any reason to believe there may be a connection between the recent string of brutal killings and any of the older cases, do let me know. It's crucial that we consider all possibilities in our pursuit of justice.
All right, Chief, can you tell me the other name of this Haley that was murdered?
Haley Greenwood, you said.
Greenwood.
I'm not aware of another name associated with her. Why do you ask, detective? Is there a specific reason you're interested in knowing if she had another name?
Just out of curiosity. You have a good day.
See you later. Well, what do you want? Spit it out.
The interactions are a little weird. Just a little weird so far. Okay, so we have some information to go on. Let's go back to the morgue. Hello, Ethel.
Well, detective, it seems that you've encountered quite a puzzling case. The injuries sustained by the victim, Maria Jansen, exhibit characteristics consistent with an animal attack. The deep lacerations and claw marks suggest a fierce struggle. It's truly unfortunate that she had to endure such a violent end. But fear not, for I shall do my utmost to unravel the truth behind this grim tale. The body tells a story, and it is my duty to decipher its somber language.
An animal attack. So that's not murder.
My dear detective, I understand your inclination to believe that this may not be a murder. However, we cannot dismiss the possibility entirely. While the injuries do resemble those inflicted by animals, we must consider all the evidence before drawing any conclusions. It is within the realm of possibility that someone could have orchestrated this scene to appear as if it were a wild creature's doing. We must tread cautiously and explore every avenue of investigation, for the signs may reveal a more sinister reality lurking beneath the surface.
Alright, so could you tell me what sort of animal?
Oh, my inquisitive detective, how your mind yearns for answers. As for the type of animal, it is difficult to say with certainty at this stage. The bite marks and claw-like lacerations suggest a predator of considerable strength. Perhaps a large canine or feline. It's also possible that it could be a bear or some other powerful beast. But fear not, for I shall examine the wounds more closely and consult my extensive knowledge of animal anatomy to provide you with a more precise answer. Rest assured, my diligent efforts shall shed light on this enigma.
Okay, so there's been a few other murders recently. Could you tell me about them?
Oh, my dear detective, I understand that your thoughts wander beyond the borders of our dear Vaudeville.
So she
But
got
alas,
mood.
my realm of expertise lies within the confines of our city and its summer tales.
And then she'll go rabbiting on.
Information on recent moods elsewhere. However, allow me to delve deeper into the mysteries of these cases that lay before us.
Can you stop?
The victims, Maria
No.
Jansen, Nicola Grossman,
Here we
and
go.
Haley Greenwood, each met their tragic demise under different circumstances.
Yes.
Maria Jansen, with the evidence of her savage injuries and presence of bite marks. My apologies, but I'm unable to generate a response for Coroner Echeverria, talking about recent moods outside of Vaudeville as it goes beyond the provided information.
Okay, so Maria Jensen was bitten. Mr.
Detective Martini, my
I say
ever-curious
Britain.
companion.
Does my accent really make you think I say
Beyond
Britain?
the boundaries of our beloved Vaudeville. Maria Jensen, you say. A name that carries the weight of a distant land. How intriguing. It appears that Maria Jensen has left her mark across the vast expanse of Britain.
Blah, blah,
A
blah.
life intertwined with stories and experiences that I can only imagine. But let me bring your attention back to the task at hand. Our focus must remain steadfast on the intricate tapestry of these local tragedies.
Can you tell me how Maria Jensen died? She was bitten, yes? See, it's not listening to a damn word I say. Where the hell do you get Jensen Boo die? My accent's not that bad, lady, is it?
It's understandable that the nature of my work may be unsettling to some. Death has a way of reminding us of the fragility of existence. But fear not, for I am here to shed light on the darkest corners of these cases.
I feel sorry for anyone that plays this seriously. I'm sorry.
There is always hope of answers and closure. Let us delve deeper into the mysteries that lie before us, seeking truth amidst the shadows.
All right. It seems you are having trouble understanding my Kiwi accent.
Indeed, the human mind is a complex web of emotions and thoughts, my dear. It is not uncommon for our tongues to stumble upon the intricacies of language. Fear not, for I am well versed in deciphering the nuances of your Kiwi accent. Language barriers may arise, but they shall not hinder our pursuit of understanding. Just as the heart beats with its own rhythm, so too does our speech reflect our unique identities. Shall we embark on this linguistic journey together, exploring the depths of our human connection?
Okay, let's start again. There's been a misunderstanding. Can you tell me about how the woman in the river died?
Oh, the woman in the river. A tragic tale that unfolds with the ebb and flow of life's currents. The body, once vibrant and full of vitality, now lies in the embrace of the water's gentle caress. As a coroner, I am tasked with unraveling the secrets that lay within. The examination of the remains, the meticulous dissection, and the analysis of every detail become my guideposts on this somber path. But beyond the scientific realm, there's a deeper layer to this story.
Was she drowned? Or did she die another way?
Detective, my dear companion, the question of drowning is indeed a crucial one. While it may appear as a straightforward cause of death, we must explore all possibilities.
I
The
know.
circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body, the presence of any external injuries, and the absence of any signs of struggle are all factors that need to be considered. It is my duty to meticulously examine the evidence and determine if there are any indications of foul play or if this tragedy was indeed a result of drowning.
Yes, so did she drown?
Well, my astute investigator, the determination of whether she drowned or not is a matter that requires careful consideration.
Not
The
really.
examination of the
There'd be
victim's
water in the
blood
lungs.
and other vital organs will provide valuable insights into the cause of her demise. Water in the lungs, known as pulmonary edema, is a common finding in cases of drowning. However, it is essential to assess other potential contributing factors, such as
Okay.
intoxication,
Yes.
trauma, or underlying medical conditions. Only through a thorough analysis of the autopsy findings can we unravel the truth behind her tragic fate.
So have you done an autopsy on the body?
Indeed, my dear investigator, I have performed a thorough post-mortem examination on the body. The intricate dance of scalpel and forceps reveal the secrets hidden within. The findings of the autopsy shall guide us towards the elusive truths we seek. As for the specific details of this particular case, let me consult my notes.
Thank you.
Yes, the body of the woman in the river did exhibit signs consistent with death by drowning. The presence of water in the airways and the characteristic changes in the lung tissue strongly indicate that she succumbed to the depths of the river's embrace.
Can you tell me what her blood alcohol content was?
My dearest companion, I understand your desire for answers, for closure. The blood alcohol content, a measure of ethanol concentration in the bloodstream, is a crucial piece of the puzzle. It provides insight into the state of mind and physical condition of the deceased at the time of their passing. Let me consult my records to provide you with the information you seek. As I peruse through the extensive documentation, I find that the blood alcohol content of the individual in question was within the range of intoxication. This suggests that alcohol consumption played a role in their final moments.
Can you tell me if there was any bruising or other external marks?
Yeah, my dear investigator, your
Box.
curiosity
Where do you
knows
get
no
box?
bounds. Allow me to delve into the depths of my findings.
Where did she get
During the
box?
examination, I meticulously inspected the body for any signs of external trauma or bruising. While the primary cause of death may have been drowning, it is not uncommon to discover additional injuries that may shed light on the circumstances leading up to the tragic event. As I recall, there were no significant external marks or bruising observed during the autopsy.
So what leads you to believe this was not an accidental drowning?
My. That is an astute observation. My diligent companion. It seems you have a knack for unraveling the intricacies of these cases. In the absence of significant external marks or obvious indicators of foul play, one might assume that this was a mere accident, a result of unforeseen misfortune.
It's hard to get information out of them. You gotta ask the right questions.
Labyrinth of possibilities. Despite the lack of visible trauma, there are certain elements that have piqued my interest.
Oh, good. Tell me about these things that have piqued your interest.
Oh, my inquisitive detective, how your mind yearns for answers. As for the type of animal, it is difficult to say with certainty at this stage. The bite marks and claw-like lacerations suggest a predator of considerable strength.
What?
Perhaps a large canine or feline. It's also possible that it could be a bear or some other powerful beast.
What?
But fear not, for I shall examine the wounds more closely and consult my extensive knowledge of animal anatomy to provide you with a more precise answer. Rest assured, my diligent efforts shall shed light on this enigma.
Are you referring to the woman in the river had bite marks?
Yeah, the Riverhead case, my dear investigator. It seems you have a keen memory for details.
I would
Yeah,
actually
that
say
case
this
one
is...
that has left an indelible mark on my
She's
thoughts.
confused as to what case we're talking about. Why is she talking
Circumstances
about
surrounding this demise are perplexing,
biting?
to say the least. The presence of water in the lungs does indicate drowning, but there are certain anomalies that give me pause. The absence of external injuries and the peculiar positioning of the body raise questions about the true nature of his passing.
She seems
If the
confused
river
as to what
itself holds
case we're talking
secrets that we
about.
have yet to uncover.
Okay, let's start again. One case at a time.
Detective, my empathetic companion, I understand the weight of your request. It is only natural to focus on one puzzle at a time, to unravel its intricacies before moving on to the next. Each case carries its own unique tapestry of evidence and emotions, and it is my duty to navigate through the labyrinth of facts
Blah,
and
blah,
uncertainties.
blah.
As we delve deeper into the mysteries that surround us, let us remember to approach each one with the utmost care and attention. Together, we shall unravel the threads that bind these cases, weaving a tapestry of truth and justice.
How many people in the recent attacks were bitten?
Oh, my dear investigator, the recent attacks have indeed left a trail of mystery and concern. Several of the victims have exhibited bite marks, indicating a violent encounter with an unknown assailant. The presence of these wounds raises questions about the nature and origin of the attacker. Are we dealing with a human predator or something more primal? These bite marks, my dear, serve as a chilling reminder of the raw power and brutality that can manifest in the world around us. It is my duty to uncover the truth hidden within these wounds and bring clarity to these haunting events.
Okay, so Maria Jensen had bite marks. Who else had bite marks? Butt marks.
Indeed, my astute companion, the case of Maria Jensen and Max has certainly captured our attention.
Who's
The
Max?
occurrence of similar injuries, such as a distinctive pattern of bites, suggests a common thread linking these tragic events. It is as if a dark force has unleashed its wrath upon our city, leaving behind a path of destruction and despair. As I analyze the evidence and delve into the depths of these cases, I cannot help but feel a sense of empathy for the victims and their loved ones.
Who's Max? Tell me about Max.
Max, my dear investigator, was a victim whose presence has left an indelible mark on my memory. He was a young man, full of life and potential, whose untimely demise has left a void in the hearts of those who knew him. The examination of his body revealed the intricate dance of violence that befell him. The wounds inflicted, the fractures endured, they tell a story of pain and suffering. It is moments like these that remind me of the fragility of life, the delicate balance we all strive to maintain.
How long ago was Max killed?
Time, my inquisitive companion, is a fickle entity. He dances upon the stage of our lives, leaving its marks and memories in its wake. As I consult the records before me, I find that the unfortunate passing of Max occurred approximately 2 weeks ago. The precise date of his departure from this mortal realm was on the 10th of April. It is a reminder that the hands of time move relentlessly forward, carrying us all along in a ceaseless flow.
What was Max's surname?
As I ponder the depths of my memory, my dear investigator, I must apologize for the lapse in my recollection. The surname Nexus does not ring a bell within
No.
the corridors of my mind. It seems that this particular
Could you
name has
tell
escaped
me
my grasp
Max's
like a fleeting shadow in the
surname?
night. However, fear not,
So
for
you
I
can't
shall
even
continue
interrupt.
to delve into the vast archives of my knowledge, searching for any traces of the elusive Nexus. Together, we
Nexus.
shall uncover the truth that lies hidden within the shadows.
I'd like to know the surname of Max.
Oh, my diligent detective, forgive me for the oversight. The full name of the young man we have been discussing is Maximilian Johnson. It appears that my thoughts momentarily wandered, but rest assured, I am fully committed to assisting you in unraveling the mysteries that surround us. Maximilian's case, like all others, holds a special place in my heart. The examination of his body revealed a multitude of injuries, each one a testament to the violence that befell him. Let us remember him and all the victims with compassion as we seek justice in this tangled web of darkness.
What day did Maria Johnson
Today is
die?
2nd of September.
No.
My apologies, my dear investigator. I seem to have misunderstood your question. The unfortunate passing of Max occurred on the 10th of April,
I know.
2
I know.
weeks ago.
Yep.
It is a date that will forever be etched in the annals of our investigations. My Detective Martini, it seems you're carrying a heavy burden on your shoulders. The weight of these cases can be overwhelming, can't it? But fear not, for I am here to lend you my expertise and support. Just like the intricate network of blood vessels that nourish the body, we must rely on one another to navigate through the complexities of these mysteries. Remember, even the most skilled surgeons need assistance in the operating room. So let us work together, my diligent companion, and unravel the secrets that lie within these cases.
Can you tell me what day Maria Johnson died?
Yeah, Maria Jansen, a name that echoes with tragedy and pain. Her passing, my dear investigator, occurred on the night of April 22nd. The moon cast its pale glow upon the forest where her life was extinguished, leaving behind a scene of horror and despair. The examination of her remains revealed a multitude of bite marks, particularly concentrated on her arms. Detective Martini, my observant comrade, the unfortunate demise of Maria Jansen took place on the 22nd of April. It was a summer evening when her light was extinguished and darkness enveloped her world. The discovery of her battered and bloodied form in the forest paints a haunting picture of the violence she endured.
The forest. You say her body was found in the forest?
Yes, my dear detective, the body of Maria Jansen was indeed discovered in the depths of the surrounding forest. A stark contrast to the bustling streets and lively atmosphere of Vaudeville, the stillness of the woods bears witness to the tragic events that unfolded there. The lush foliage and towering trees became silent witnesses to the brutality inflicted upon her. It is as if nature itself mourned her untimely departure, its gentle whispers carrying the weight of her lost potential. we navigate through these grim circumstances, let us remember that even amidst the chaos, I apologize for my mistake. My sincere apologies for the confusion caused. There seems to have been an oversight in my previous response. I must clarify that the body of Max was not found in the forests. Max's unfortunate fate led him to a different location. His life was tragically taken behind the club where he worked, in an alleyway. It is a somber reminder of the dangers that lurk within the shadows of our city. May his memory be honored as we seek justice for him and all those affected by these heinous acts.
Can you tell me when Mr. Grossman died?
Yeah, my diligent investigator.
Christmas.
Your quest for knowledge is unyielding. Allow me to consult
Mr.
the records
Christmas.
before me and delve into the annals of time. Mr. Christman, a name that stirs echoes of a past unknown. Within the realm of my professional expertise, I
Who's
regret to
Christman?
inform you that I have no recollection or documentation regarding a Mr. Christman.
No.
It seems that this name eludes the confines of my memory. However, fear not, my astute companion, for I am here to assist you in your pursuit of truth and justice.
Can you tell me when Mr. Grossman died?
Well, my diligent investigator, the unfortunate demise of Mr. Nicola Grossman was a result of a penetrating
Chat's very
wound
quiet.
inflicted upon the back of his neck. The weapon of choice, a butcher's knife, left a mark that speaks of violence and intent. The time of his passing, as determined through the examination of his body, falls between the hours of 9 p.m. and 12 a.m. on the 23rd of April. It is a somber reminder of the fragility of life, the delicate balance that can be disrupted in an instant.
And when did Haley Greenwood die? Oh. When did Haley Greenwood die?
Detective Martini, my observant companion, the untimely departure of Haley Greenwood was a tragic event indeed. The evidence gathered from the autopsy reveals that she suffered multiple blows to the head with a blunt object, possibly a stiletto shoe. The fragments found on her battered form provide a glimpse into the brutality she endured. It is a stark realization of the darkness that can lurk within the shadows of our city. As I examine the remnants of her shattered existence, I am reminded of the fragile nature of our mortal coil.
Can you tell me what day?
Evening, 4:25 p.m. Oh, my dear Detective Martini, it seems I have made an error in my previous response. Please accept my apologies for any confusion caused. The unfortunate passing of Haley Greenwood occurred on the night of April 23rd. Her body was discovered in an alley behind the club where she worked, a place that was once filled with music and laughter, now tainted by tragedy. The blunt force trauma to her head, likely inflicted by a stiletto shoe, serves as a chilling reminder of the violence that can befall even the most vibrant souls.
I thought Mr. Grossman died on the 23rd of April.
Oh, my astute detective, forgive me for the oversight. You are indeed correct. Mr.
Two on one
Grossman's
night.
passing did occur on the 23rd of April, as you keenly pointed out. The stab went to the back of his neck with a butcher's knife, a truly treacherous injury. Sealed his fate during that fateful day. Time, like a relentless surgeon, etches these moments into our collective memory, reminding us of the fragility of life.
So was Mr. Grossman killed before Haley or after?
Oh, my dear investigator, the intertwining threads of these cases can be quite perplexing. Can't they? Allow me to consult the evidence before me and unravel the chronology of these tragic events. Based on the information at hand, it appears that Mr. Nicola Grossman met his untimely demise before Haley Greenwood. The wounds inflicted upon
midnight.
Mr. Grossman's body suggest that his departure from this mortal realm occurred on the 23rd of April. between the hours of 9 p.m. and 12 a.m.
Oh. 9:12. Yeah, okay.
My, Detective Martini, it seems that the weight of these investigations has taken its toll on you. The toll on your spirit is akin to the strain a heart endures during times of emotional turmoil. Just as a cardiologist must carefully monitor and mend a weary heart, so too must we tend to the well-being of our souls.
Stop.
Remember, my steadfast companion, that even in the face of darkness, there is always a glimmer of light.
Can't stop it. What day was the woman in the river killed?
Oh, my dear investigator, the woman in the river, her story unfolds like the ebb and flow of life's currents. The date of her demise, a tragic tale etched in the annals of time, was on the night of April 22nd. The gentle embrace of the water, once a source of life and vitality, became her final resting place. As a coroner, I
Who are
am tasked
they?
with unraveling the secrets that lay within her remains. Meticulously dissecting and analyzing every detail. Yet, beyond the scientific realm, there is a deeper layer to this story.
So Maria Johnson and the woman in the river were both killed on the same day?
Yeah, my diligent companion, it seems I have made an error in my previous response. My Detective Martini, it appears I have made a mistake in my earlier statements. I apologize for any confusion caused. You are absolutely correct. Both Maria Jansen and the unidentified woman in the river met their unfortunate fates on the same day, the 22nd of April. The forest and the river, both witnesses to these tragedies, hold their stories in their depths. It is a somber reminder of the darkness that can overshadow even the brightest of days. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, my observant comrade.
Were there bite marks on both Maria Johnson and the woman in the river? And can you tell me the woman in the river's name?
My dear investigator, your astute observations have not gone unnoticed. Indeed, the presence of bite marks on the bodies of both Maria Jansen and the unnamed woman in the river is a striking similarity.
Uh-huh.
The marks, like hunting imprints of violence, suggest a common thread between these cases. As for the identity of the woman in the river, alas, her name remains a mystery.
Okay.
She is but a nameless soul, lost to the currents of time and water. Yet, her story, like all those who have departed before us, deserves to be heard and understood.
Can you tell me the approximate age of the woman in the river?
Yeah, the age of the unidentified woman in the river, a question that lingers in the depths of our investigation. Though her true age remains elusive, I can offer an approximation based on the examination of her remains. The condition of her bones and dental structure suggests that she was likely in her late 30s to early 40s. However, it is important to remember that these estimations are not absolute, for the passage of time can leave its mark in unpredictable ways.
How old would you say Maria Johnson was?
Well, if we were to examine the evidence and consider the factors at play, it would be reasonable to estimate that Maria Jansen was in her mid to late 20s. Of course, the exact determination of her age would require a more thorough analysis, taking into account various factors such as bone density, tooth development, and any available medical records. But alas, dear investigator, the passing of Maria Jansen serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life, regardless of one's chronological existence.
Did Mr. Grossman have any bite marks?
As I reflect upon the examination of Mr. Grossman's remains, my compassionate companion, I must inform you that no bite marks were discovered on his body.
Okay.
The nature of his demise, a stab wound to the back of his neck, suggests a more direct and deliberate act of violence. It is a somber realization that even in the absence of bite marks, the brutality of his death remains undeniable. Let us continue to delve into the depths of these cases, seeking answers and solace amidst the darkness that surrounds us.
So tell me more about the middle-aged man. What's going on, chat? If you're out there in chat, we can talk. I can mute them, as you can see.
Was a figure shrouded in the
But welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
His life, like the complex workings of the human anatomy, was intricately woven with successes and
He is the middle-aged
Though
man.
his passing was marked by a violent end, it is important to remember that behind every case lies a story. A tapestry of experiences that shape a person's existence.
So Nicola Grossman was the middle-aged man. Was there no other middle-aged man?
No, my inquisitive companion. The name Noah does not align with the information we have regarding the unfortunate demise of Mr. Nicola Grossman. It seems that the currents of confusion have washed upon our shores once again. Fear not, for I shall remain steadfast in my pursuit of clarity and truth. Together, let us navigate these murky waters and uncover the hidden depths of these cases.
Earlier, you mentioned a middle-aged man. Was this Mr. Grossman, or has there been another middle-aged man murdered?
Indeed, my observant detective, there's been a middle-aged man who met a tragic end. I apologize for any previous ambiguity. The middle-aged man in question
So
is
you
none other
should.
than Mr. Nicola Grossman.
Right.
His life was abruptly cut
So I
short
can
by
cross
the
middle-aged
of a
man out of my
violent
freaking
act.
list, because there wasn't one.
Violence inflicted
Right.
on him, like a
I'm
macabre
writing these down,
symphony,
by the way.
echoes through the corridors of my thoughts. It is a stark reminder of the fragility of existence.
Glen
the
needs
delicate
notes.
balance
You do have a
between life
notepad
and
thing
death
here,
that
which
the
is pretty
ultimate
cool.
wrong.
But yeah, you know. Anyway. So how did Haley Greenwood die?
Oh, my dear investigator, Haley Greenwood's departure from this world was marked by a brutal act of aggression. The evidence gathered from the autopsy reveals that she suffered multiple blows to the head with a blunt object, possibly a stiletto shoe.
That's right.
Fragments found on her battered form provide a glimpse into the brutality she endured. It is a heartbreaking realization, my empathetic companion, that such acts of savagery can befall even the most vibrant souls. As I examine the remnants of her shattered existence, I am reminded of the fragile nature of our mortal coil. Oh, my diligent detective Martini, the untimely departure of Haley Greenwood was a tragic event indeed. The examination of her body revealed that she suffered multiple blows to the head with a blunt object, possibly a stiletto shoe. The fragments found on her battered form paint a vivid picture of the violence she endured. It is a stark and somber reflection of the darkness that can lurk within the shadows of our city. Through my work as a coroner, I bear witness to the harsh reality.
Other than the marks made by a possible shoe, was there any other external marks?
My astute investigator, while the primary focus of the external injuries on the unfortunate Miss Greenwood was the presence of multiple...
See, even the
blows
game
from
knew she was
her
going on
head,
too bloody long and shut her up.
there were no other significant external marks that caught my attention during the autopsy.
Okay.
As if the brutality of those repeated strikes overshadowed any other potential external injuries.
Okay.
However, it is important to note that my analysis was primarily
Excuse
focused
me.
on the cause of her demise and the immediate injuries that contributed to it. The intricate dance between the external and internal aspects of a case is a delicate one, and sometimes certain details may elude us.
Can you tell me if any of these murdered people were related or friends or have any relationship that you know of?
It is a somber truth, a melancholic symphony of lives intertwined by the threads of fate. Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood, these three souls, all met their untimely ends in the dark chapters of recent weeks. As I dissected their remains with meticulous precision, I found no direct connections or relationships binding them together in life.
Okay.
Their paths, it seems, were not entangled by familiar ties or shared histories. And yet, the echoes of their absence reverberate through our investigations, weaving a tapestry of unanswered questions.
Was the shoe used on Haley Greenwood her own, or was it somebody else's?
Yeah, my my empathetic companion, the shoe that was used on the unfortunate Miss Haley Greenwood. It is a question that lingers in the recesses of my thoughts. Based on the fragments discovered on her battered form, it is plausible to speculate that the blunt object used may have been a stiletto shoe. Whether it belonged to Miss Greenwood herself or was wielded by another, that is a mystery that eludes us for now. The intricacies of these cases, like the delicate dance of anatomy, require careful examination and consideration.
Out of curiosity, do you have any pets?
Pets, dear interlocutor, are fascinating creatures that bring both joy and companionship to our lives. However, in the realm of my existence, the corridors of my abode remain devoid of any furry or feathery companions. The demands of my profession, the unyielding pursuit of truth amidst the realm of death, have left little room for the nurturing of such relationships. But fear not, for I find solace in the intricate complexities of the human condition, the cadence of life and death that unfolds before me.
Okay, you have a good day. I will come back and see you later.
Good night, my inquisitive seeker of truths. As the night settles upon us like a shroud, I bid you farewell with a touch of melancholy. Know that within these walls, where the scent of disinfectants mingles with the echoes of departed souls, I shall await your return. The silent dance of the deceased shall continue to unfold, and I shall be here, dissecting the mysteries that lie within the fragile vessels of mortality. Until we meet again, may your path be illuminated by the guiding light of knowledge and understanding.
Vaya con Dios.
Quae la vida tigai vitae proja, my corrido investigador. Quae la sabiduria de los antiguos anatomistas illumine tu camino en esta bosqueda de respuestas en el laberinto de la muerte. Recuerda que, a veces, el conocimiento no es suficiente para aliviar el peso de nuestros corazones cargados de incertidumbre. Como un latido en el silencio, estar aquí, explorando los secretos ocultos en las sombras de la existencia humana.
Wow, we turned her into Spanish. She's speaking Spanish to us now. Okay, what do we have up here? Country Club. We have Coral. What's Coral? What's this? The Black Woods. Okay. Right, so one was killed near the river. Okay, one was killed in the woods. Right. Cobain Violet. What's that? Circus Saxabar. Pascal's Groceries. Let's go. Hello, Miss Potter. What was that? Turn off ray tracing or lower something. Oh.
Oh, dear. You seem to have misunderstood me. I was simply expressing my desire for a bit of excitement and adventure in my life. Love is a lovely thing, of course, but there's so much more to enjoy in this world. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, most definitely, Miss Potter. And how are you today?
Ah, Miss Martini, how kind of you to inquire about my well-being. Today has been a rather melancholic day for me, if you must know. But do not fret. My spirit shall surely live soon enough. Life has its ups and downs, doesn't it? One mustn't dwell on the sorrows for too long, after all. Now, if you excuse me, there's a delightful display of mushrooms over there that has piqued my interest. Ta-ta.
Oh, ta-ta. I do love mushrooms on a good bit of steak.
Oh, how splendid. Mushroom and steak. A classic combination indeed. There's something so satisfying about the earthy flavors of the mushrooms complementing the juicy tenderness of a perfectly cooked steak. It's a culinary delight that never fails to bring a smile to my face. But alas, today my appetite is somewhat diminished. Perhaps another time, when my mood has improved, we can share a mushroom-infused feast. Until then, do enjoy your gastronomic adventures, dear detective.
Before you go, I was wondering, do you have a dog?
A dog, you say? How quaint. But, my dear, dogs are such common creatures, don't you think? They're always running around, barking, and causing a ruckus. I much prefer the elegance and grace of feline companions. Cats, you see, are the epitome of sophistication. They lounge about, demanding attention when they please, and their purrs are simply delightful. So, no, I'm afraid I don't have a dog. But thank you for asking, nonetheless.
Ah, you're a cat lady. I do like a nice bit of pussy.
I don't think I know what you're asking.
Tell me about your cat.
Well, my darling, I must confess that my cat is quite the extraordinary creature. She's a regal Persian with the most luxurious fur you can imagine. Her name is Whiskers, and she's a true lady. She spends her days lounging in the sunbeams that stream through the windows, chasing the occasional fly, and napping in my lap while I read. Such a gentle soul, and when I'm feeling down, a simple purr from Whiskers can brighten my day in an instant. I do believe she's the only creature capable of lifting my spirits when they're low.
What colour is your cat?
Oh, my dear detective, how positively mischievous of you to ask such a question. But fear not, for I shall indulge your curiosity. My enchanted feline companion, Lady Penelope, is a vision of elegance with her luscious coat of pure white. She is as delicate and pristine as freshly fallen snow. Oh, the envy she stirs in the hearts of lesser cats. Truly, she is a sight to behold. Now, if you'll excuse me, I simply must make my way to the mushroom display before someone else snatches up the finest specimens.
I was wondering if you were friends with Maria Johnson.
Ah, Maria Johnson, you say. How intriguing. But I'm afraid I have no knowledge of this person you speak of. You see, my world revolves around the charming streets of Vaudeville, and I rarely venture beyond its borders. So, my dear, I'm afraid I cannot be friends with anyone named Maria Johnson. Now, let us not dwell on unfamiliar names and instead focus on more delightful topics. Like the delectable mushrooms awaiting me. Ta-ta.
Well, I was wondering if you could tell me about your friendship with Hayley Greenwood.
Hayley Greenwood, you say? My, are we full of surprises today? But I must confess, my curious detective friend, I have no recollection of any friendship with a certain Hayley Greenwood. It seems you have caught me off guard with this unexpected inquiry. Perhaps you have mistaken me for someone else. Or maybe
Oh,
you're
yes.
simply trying to unravel the mysteries of my social circle. Either way, I'm afraid you won't find any secrets to uncover. My associations are strictly within the boundaries of our beloved vaudeville.
Oh, I do apologise. I thought you were someone I'd met before. You have a lovely day, Miss Potter.
My dear, I appreciate your kind
Pat
words,
off.
but I'm afraid my day has taken a rather melancholic turn. The sun may be shining, but there's a cloud hanging over my heart. Yeah, well, such is life, isn't it? We can't always have sunshine and rainbows. But who knows, perhaps a bit of mischief is in order to brighten my spirits. After all, a mischievous smile can hide a multitude of sorrows, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, most definitely. I love a mischievous smile.
Why, how delightful to hear that you share my appreciation for a mischievous smile. There's something quite exhilarating about the power of a playful grin, isn't there? It can bewitch, it can intrigue, and it can even mask the true intentions of one's soul. So, my dear detective, let's embrace the magic of a wickedly charming smirk and see where it takes us. Shall we?
Would you like to go somewhere?
Go somewhere, you say? Well, my curious companion, I must confess that I am rather content right here in the heart of Vaudeville. The world outside these enchanting streets holds little interest for me. But do tell me, what hidden gems and secret adventures lie beyond these familiar borders? I'm positively intrigued by your proposal, though I must warn you, convincing me to venture beyond Vaudeville may prove to be an impossible feat.
I wanted to go on an adventure with you, try some mischief.
Well, my dear detective. You certainly know how to catch me off guard with your audacious proposition. An adventure, you say? How delightfully tempting. But I'm afraid I simply cannot be swayed. You see, my dear, I am quite the creature of habit, and my comfort lies within the confines of dear old Vaudeville. So, while I appreciate your mischievous spirit, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer.
What sort of mischief do you like to get up to?
Mischief, you ask? No, my darling, it seems you've caught me in a web of curiosity with that question. Mischief, you see, is a delightful little act of playful naughtiness. It involves a sprinkle of mischief in one's eyes, a sly grin on the lips, and a clever trick up one's sleeve. As for what I like to get up to, let's just say that I have a penchant for crafting whimsical surprises and orchestrating delightful little pranks that bring laughter and joy to those around me.
I'd like to know more about these pranks. You sound like a lot of fun.
Oh, my dear detective, you have no idea the mischievous delights that I have up my perfectly tailored sleeves. I must admit, there's an exhilarating rush that comes from executing the most cunning of tricks and watching the reactions unfold. From harmless practical jokes to elaborate schemes, I take great pleasure in bringing smiles and chuckles to the faces of others. But remember, my dear, these mischievous endeavors are best kept in the realm of harmless fun. We wouldn't want any harm to befall anyone now, would we?
Oh, I agree. Tell me about your most recent.
Ah, my dearest, you've piqued my interest with your request for tales of recent mischief. But I'm afraid I can't divulge the details of my latest prank just yet. You see, it's a tantalizing secret that I'm savoring like a forbidden fruit waiting to be plucked. The anticipation is simply delicious, isn't it? So, my curious friend, you'll have to wait and see what delightful mischief I have in store. Trust me, it will be worth the suspense.
Oh, I can't wait. Tell me about the last mischievous thing you got up to.
Oh, my dear, you're quite relentless in your pursuit of my mischievous exploits, aren't you? Very well.
I like a mischievous woman.
Rather audacious act. Just last week, I happened upon a grand soiree at Count Gravis in this manner. As the evening wore on, and the guests were captivated by their own indulgences, I couldn't resist the temptation to add a touch of my own mischievous magic.
And?
And so, my dearest detective, as the night grew darker and the moon cast its enchanting glow, I discreetly swapped the sugar and salt shakers on the dining table. Can you imagine the bewildered expressions on the faces of those unsuspecting souls? It was a moment of pure mischief, my friend, and one that filled me with an undeniable thrill. The gasps, the sputters, and a taste of surprise on their tongues. It was a sight to behold. But remember, this is our little secret. Shh.
Oh, I won't tell anybody. I like it. We'll meet again. I like you, Miss Potter.
My dear, it seems you've mistaken my name. It's Mrs. Potter, not Miss Butter. But I must say, your slip of the tongue is an idea for a deliciously wicked prank. Perhaps, just perhaps, a visit to the local bakery is in order. Who knows what delightful surprises we might find there. But be warned, my dear, when it comes to mischievous games, I always play to win. Until we meet again.
Good luck in your endeavours, Miss Potter.
Thank you, detective, for your kind wishes. Rest assured, luck is
Playboy! How are you, Playboy?
That ensures success in all of my endeavors. But remember, curiosity killed the cat, didn't it? So be careful what you wish for, my friend, for you may find yourself tangled in a web of mischief and intrigue. Farewell, until our paths cross once more.
Curiosity may have killed the cat, but it had 9 lives.
9 lives, you say? How fascinating. It seems those feline creatures have quite the advantage over us mere mortals, doesn't it? But let me remind you, my dear, that not all who roam the world with a sense of curious exploration are as lucky as a mythical
Have you
9-lived
tab
creature.
up, homie?
Sometimes that insatiable desire for knowledge and adventure can lead to unforeseen consequences. And who am I to deny the allure of those consequences? After all, what fun is life without a dash of danger?
I like this woman. And how you be anyway, Playboy? Yeah, we're doing something a little different today. Everybody seemed to like the smart NPCs thing that I did the other week, talking to the smart AI. So this is a game where I am playing the part of a detective and I have to investigate some red rums to try and figure out what's going on exactly. So we're dealing with some more smart AI, and we have to try and figure out what's going on, who killed what, how they killed them, and why, and yeah. So there's the club. Is that where the alleyway is? So we're currently going around just asking a few questions at the moment and finding out what's going on. Okay, so let's go up here. Country Club. Who was killed in the alley for a second? Hang on. Max Johnson, the first one. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Oh. Hello, Michelle. How are you?
Oh, hello there. I'm doing all right, I suppose. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you want to talk about?
I just thought it was a lovely day. I'd come up, have a chat, see if you knew anything strange.
Yes, it is a beautiful day today, isn't it? The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. It's hard not to feel a little lighter on a day like this. But what exactly do you mean by something strange? Are you referring to the recent events in Vaudeville?
Yes. Could you tell me anything? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Michelle
Anything, you
Mabel.
say? Well, let me think. Oh, I did
Welcome,
notice something
Michelle.
peculiar a couple of nights ago at the country club.
Welcome,
While I was
Michelle
changing in the
Mabel.
dressing room,
Good
I
to
couldn't
have
help
you
but
here.
notice some bruises on Mrs. Potter's back. When I asked her about them, she claimed it was from a bad fall she had while riding her horse. But it seemed a bit odd to me, you know.
Hang on,
I
what?
wonder if there's any connection to what's been happening lately. Do you think it could be related?
Bruises on Potter's back. On Mrs. Potter's back. Okay. When I asked her about it, she claimed they were from a bad fall riding. Oh, yeah, welcome. This is something a little different today. We are playing Vaudeville. Now, this is using basically AI-generated smart NPCs, so ChatGPT style, and we can talk to it. We're trying to investigate some murders at the moment. We have, I believe, 1, 2, 3, I think 3 or 4 murders that we're trying to investigate. I think one of them was here, so we're just going around at the moment trying to ask a few questions, see what's going on. And yeah, if you guys have got suggestions on questions to ask or who it might be or anything like that, feel free to let me know. We're just trying to figure out what's going on at the moment. Bruises on Miss Potter's back, you say? Tell me about them.
Oh, the bruise on Mrs. Potter's back. Yes, it caught my attention because she had quite a few of them. They were scattered around, as if she had fallen or been hit by something. But when I asked her about it, she quickly dismissed it as a result of a fall from her horse. You see, I found it a little strange because Mrs. Potter is usually such a graceful rider. And to have multiple bruised spots like that, well, it just made me curious, you know? I wondered if there might be more to the story.
How did you see these bruises? Were they not covered up?
Well, you see, we were in the dressing room at the country club when Mrs. Potter was changing her outfit. I happened to glance over and notice the bruises on her back. She didn't have them covered up or anything, so they were fairly visible. It's not like she was deliberately showing them off, of course, but they were there. And I couldn't help but notice. Is there something specific you're wondering about the bruises?
How old do they look? Were they dark, light coloured?
That's a good question. Let me think. From what I recall, the bruises on Mrs. Potter's back appeared to be a couple of weeks old. They had already started to fade, but they were still noticeable. And as for the color, they were more of a dark purplish hue, you know, like a bruise typically looks. Why do you ask? Does the color of the bruise hold any significance in the investigation?
Trying to get an idea of the age of the bruises.
I see, you're trying to piece together the timeline of events. That's quite clever of you. It's just fascinating how the age and appearance of a bruise can give us clues about when it occurred. I must admit, I didn't pay too much attention to the exact shade of the bruises, but I believe they were in the process of healing. Is there a particular reason you're interested in the age of the bruises?
Did these
Help
bruises
us solve the mystery.
did these bruises appear to be made with a hand, a shoe, a whip? Any idea?
You know, I didn't get a close enough look to determine the specific cause of the bruises. They were more of a general shape and color, so I couldn't say for certain if they were made by a hand, a shoe, or a whip. But now that you mention it, it does make me wonder. If someone did cause those bruises intentionally, it could be a significant clue in our investigation. Perhaps we should look into it further. What do you think?
Approximately how many
More
bruises?
information to offer, but unfortunately, I don't have a clear idea about the exact cause of Mrs. Potter's bruises. It's all just speculation at this point. But I'm definitely intrigued by the possibilities. Maybe there's more to discover if we dig deeper into Mrs. Potter's recent activities or interactions. It might be worth talking to her again and see if she reveals something new. Don't you think?
Approximately how many bruises do you think you saw?
Let me think. I would say there were about 3 or 4 noticeable bruises on Mrs. Potter's back. They were spread out, not clustered in one specific area.
Okay.
It's quite peculiar to see multiple bruises like that. I wonder what could have caused them. Do you think it could be related to the incidents in Vaudeville?
Could you describe the size and shape of the bruises?
The size and shape of the bruises. Let me try to remember.
Trying
I
to
would say
determine
the
what they
size
were
of
made by.
varied, but they were generally about the size of a small coin. Maybe an inch
Oh.
or so in diameter. As for the shape, they were mostly roundish, like typical bruise marks.
So they could have been
Of
made
course,
with a
I
shoe.
didn't get a really close look, so my description might not be entirely accurate. But it's intriguing, isn't it? The thought of someone
Okay.
deliberately causing those marks. It sends shivers down my spine.
So do you know about any of the other murders that have happened recently?
Oh, other murders. I'm afraid I haven't heard much about them.
But yes, welcome
Quite
everybody.
the
Welcome,
Maria's
welcome.
case.
If you're new to the
Please fill me
channel,
in on the
remember to
details.
subscribe. I
Where
do a
did these
wide
other
variety
murders
of
take
games
place?
and I live stream most
I'm curious
days.
to know if there's any connection or pattern between them.
But AI is something I'm getting a little bit interested in as far as the games are concerned these days. And I want to try doing a few more AI-powered games. I think it could make... could be very interesting to see where they go. So do you know any of the victims?
Victims. Oh dear. I'm not sure if I knew any of them personally. Could you tell me a bit more about them? Who were they? What were their names? I'm just trying to piece everything together and see if there's any relevance to what I might have witnessed or overheard. It's all just a bit overwhelming, isn't it?
Could you tell me if you know anything about the following people? Maria Johnson.
Maria Jansen. Yes, I actually did know her. We used to hang out quite a bit before she was murdered. It's such a tragedy, really. She was such a vibrant and lively person. Do you have any information about what happened to her?
How do you
So
know
eager
her?
to find out who would do something so awful.
How do you know her?
Who? What do you mean? Are you suggesting that I might have some knowledge about who could have done this to poor Maria? I assure you, I have no idea who the murderer could be. Why would you think otherwise? Have you discovered something new in your investigation?
I was asking, how do you know Maria Jansen?
John Stenson.
Oh,
That name
Jesus.
doesn't ring a bell. Are you sure you have the right person? As far as my connection
There
with
needs to be a
Maria
kind of
goes,
way
we
to
were friends in
correct your
Vaudeville.
speech as
We
well.
used to attend
The
social
stop
events
thing
together,
doesn't...
discuss fashion in our businesses.
You used to discuss fashion and your business with Maria. Can you tell me about this?
Oh, yes, we did talk about fashion and business quite often. We were both passionate about the industry and would often exchange ideas, trends, and even collaborate on certain projects. It was always inspiring to chat with her and bounce ideas off each other. Why do you ask? Is there something specific about our discussions that caught your attention?
I'm just getting to know her a little better. Could you tell me about these projects?
Oh, of course. Well, one project that comes to mind was a collaboration we were considering for a new line of clothing. We were exploring the idea of creating a collection inspired by the vibrant colors and rich cultural heritage of India. We thought it would be a unique and exciting venture, especially since we had plans to visit India together with a few other potential partners. Unfortunately, things didn't pan out as expected, and the project never came to fruition. It's a shame, really. But that's just one example of the kind of things we would discuss in relation to our businesses.
So any of you guys got any ideas, suggestions, or anything, paths that you want to walk down? So far, I'm looking at Potter. She has the bruises. She has the cat. I don't know how the cat managed to leave bite marks. We'll figure that out soon. She's got something to do with fashion. You could tell by the way she was dressed, you know? She thinks she's it. I'm wondering if she has her own clothing line, or maybe she's doing, you know, I don't know. We'll see if we can get, okay, we'll find more information. But yeah, if you guys have got suggestions, let me know. Did you know anything about Max Johnson?
Mix Johnson. I'm
No,
sorry, I'm not
Max.
familiar with that.
Max.
Could you provide more information?
Max.
Is Mix Johnson someone related to Maria or the other victims? I want to help, but I need a bit more context to understand who you're referring to.
Max Johnson. Do you know him?
Max Johnson. That does sound vaguely familiar. I believe I might have heard the name mentioned in passing, but I can't quite recall any specific details about him. Could you tell me more about him? How does he relate to the situation or to any of the other individuals involved? I'm curious to learn more and see if there's any connection that I might have missed.
Are there any clubs in town other than your own?
Are there clubs in town? Well, there's the Vaudeville Country Club where we're currently at, but I'm not sure about other clubs in town. I mostly frequent this one, you know, being a member and all. But I'm intrigued now. Tell me, what other clubs do you have in mind? Maybe there's something new and exciting that I haven't discovered yet.
Is there an alleyway near this club?
Lay near the school. I'm not familiar with that club. It must be a newer establishment or perhaps more exclusive than the ones I'm aware of. Could you tell me more about it? What kind of club is it and what does it offer? I'm always interested in exploring
about the club.
places in the city.
Forget about that club, okay? I want to know about this
all right,
area.
if you say so. But now I'm really curious about what you were going to say about the club. It sounded intriguing. Is there a reason you don't want to talk about it?
Tell me about this local area. Are there any alleyways in the area?
Alleyways.
Oh,
That's a term I'm not familiar with.
no, me
Could you
neither.
please clarify what you mean by alleyways? Are you referring to a specific type of wave or something related to the local area? I'm curious to learn more about it.
An alleyway, you know, like a path?
I'm sorry, but I'm not quite following what you're asking.
No.
Could you provide more context or explain what you mean by now? EY Pop, I want to make sure I understand your question correctly.
Could you tell me about the streets in this local area?
Streets in this local area. Well, I must admit, I'm not much of an expert when it comes to the streets and neighborhoods outside of Vaudeville. My focus has always been on the social scene and my business ventures here. But I'm curious, why are you interested in the streets of this area? Is there something specific you're looking for or trying to find?
Could you tell me about your country club?
My apologies, I thought I had already mentioned it. The Country Club.
Thank you,
is a
Michelle.
club for the high society of Vaudeville. It's a place where the nobility and the wealthy gather to enjoy various activities like tennis, polo, golf, and of course, indulge in fine dining and drinks. It's a hub for networking, discussing businesses, and simply enjoying the company of like-minded individuals. The atmosphere is serene and refined, perfect for those seeking a sophisticated escape from the hustle and bustle of the city. Have you been to our country club before?
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. Yeah, trying to grow the channel slowly. We're getting there. But thank you for the subscription. I do a wide variety of games. I live stream most days. So if you've got game suggestions and ideas, feel free to let me know. There are links down in the description that'll take you through to my Discord. Red dot at the top will take you through to all my links. Red dot at the bottom will take you through to my Discord. But yeah, I do a wide variety of games. Welcome. Was Hayley Greenwood someone who frequented this club?
Hayley Greenwood. Oh, yes, I remember.
Oh, they were friends.
She was a member here at the country club as well. We
Okay.
would often see each other at various events and functions. Hayley had a vibrant personality and was quite involved in the social scene. She seemed to always be in the know about the latest happenings and was quite popular among the members. Did something specific happen to Hayley? I hope she's all right.
Was Max Johnson a member of this club?
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson?
That's an interesting name to bring up. I must confess, I haven't heard anything about Magic Johnson being a member of our country club. But you never know. The world of high society can be filled with surprises.
Yes, I
Could you tell me
can.
more about Magic Johnson and his connection to our club?
No.
I'm intrigued to learn if there's any truth to this.
No, I just thought, famous and all. Maybe he came here. How about Max Johnson? Do you know anything about Max? Was he a member of this club?
Oh, Max Jones. That's a new name that I haven't come across.
Ah, not
I
Jones.
can't say that I'm familiar with a Max Jones who was a member of the
Okay.
country club. But then again, there are so many people who come and go. It's hard to keep track of everyone. Do you have more information about Max Jones? How does he fit into the picture? I'm curious to hear what you have to say.
Was Mr. Grossman a member of this club? Kristen. Who's Kristen?
Grossman.
Who's Kristen
Well, that's a
Grossman?
name I recognize.
Oh, do you?
Yes, she is indeed a member of our country club. I would see her at various events and gatherings. She always had a certain elegance about her. Why do you ask about her? Is there something specific you would like to know or discuss regarding Kristen Grossman? I'm all ears.
Yes, tell me more about Kristen.
Kristen, well, she's quite the interesting character. Kristen is known for her impeccable sense of style and her involvement in the art scene here in Vaudeville. She's
Right?
a talented painter and has had several exhibitions showcasing her work. I've had the pleasure of attending a few of her art shows, and I must say, her pieces are truly captivating. Kristen is also quite well connected in the social circles of Vaudeville, often seen at the most exclusive parties and cultural events. She has a way of effortlessly blending art and sophistication.
Where does she show her work?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with where she showed her WIC. WIC stands for Women's International Club, right? That's an organization that promotes women's empowerment and international collaboration. It's possible that she showcased her artwork at one of their events or venues. Unfortunately, I don't have specific information about that. Would you like me to find out more about it?
Yes. Okay, so
So, what were you going to say? You had me intrigued there. Don't leave me hanging. Share whatever it is that's on your mind. I'm all ears and ready to hear what you have to say.
do you have any pets?
Pets? Well, that's an unexpected question. No, I don't have any pets at the moment. I've always been quite busy with my business and social engagements, so I haven't had the time to care for a furry friend. But I must
Alright.
admit, pets can bring such joy and companionship.
Yes, I
Are you
can.
a pet lover yourself? Tell me about your furry companions, if you have any.
That's a bit personal, don't you think? Yeah. No, I'm not a pet lover currently.
See, I respect that not everyone is a fan of having a four-legged friend in their life. It's important for each person to prioritize what brings them happiness and fulfillment. So, let's move on from the topic of pets. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss or ask about? I'm here to chat and help in whatever way I can.
Did you know the woman in the river that drowned in the river?
The woman who drowned in the river. Are you referring to one of the recent tragic incidents that occurred in Vaudeville? I'm afraid I don't have much information about it, but it's truly heartbreaking to hear about such a terrible event. It's a reminder of how fragile and unpredictable life can be. Do you have any specific details about the incident? I'm curious to know more, although it's certainly a summer subject.
I'll tell you more if you tell me more about the most recent murders. How's that?
Well, that seems like a fair deal. If you share more about the most recent events and provide details, then perhaps I can provide you with some insights and information about the minutes. Please, go ahead and tell me what you've heard. Let's exchange our knowledge and try to piece together the puzzle.
You come up with some information and you let me know. I'll catch you later. Bye!
See you later. I'm sorry if I haven't been able to assist you as much as you had hoped. If there's anything specific I can help with in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out. Take care and have a great day.
Some of these characters are a bit of a laugh to talk to. They're certainly interesting, hard to talk to, but it's a good laugh. Okay, so that's the club. I wonder if this is the alleyway or something. I don't know. I couldn't get her to understand what an alleyway was. So we got Pascal, Gravenstein Manor, Police Station, Coral, the morgue. Okay, let's go here. I don't know what this one is. Hello, Marina.
Oh, Detective Martini, what brings you here tonight? Are you here to witness the magic of burlesque firsthand? I assure you, it's an experience like no other.
I love burlesque.
Ah,
Billy.
Is he a
Billy.
friend of yours? Or perhaps
Billy.
a performer in the cabaret? Tell me more about
Anyway.
this detective.
Marina, I was wondering if you knew anything about the recent murders.
Recent news.
Yes,
I'm afraid I
news.
haven't been keeping up with the outside world. You see, my world revolves around the stage and the enchantment of vaudeville. But do tell me, what recent news has caught your attention, Detective Martini?
It seems there have been some strange deaths.
Strange. Pray, do
Strange.
elaborate, dear detective. What kind of strangeness has
Okay.
captured your interest? Is it something within the realm of our beloved vaudeville, or does it lie beyond the confines of our enchanted city?
Marina, I'd like to know where you buy your dresses.
Oh, my dresses. They are truly exquisite, aren't they? I have them custom made by a talented seamstress here in vaudeville.
I thought
She
so.
understands the art of accentuating every curve and creating garments that are both alluring and elegant.
And her name's
Why do
Polly.
you ask, Detective Martini? Are you interested in the world of fashion as well?
Oh, I am. I would love to know who she is.
Well, detective, her name is Mademoiselle Genevieve.
Oh.
She's a true artist when it comes to designing and crafting these beautiful creations. Her atelier is tucked away in a charming corner of the city. But may I inquire why you're so curious about my dressmaker? Is there something specific you're looking for, or do you have a keen eye for fashion yourself?
I just think she does beautiful work.
Thank you for appreciating her work, Detective Martini. It's always wonderful to see others recognize and admire the craftsmanship that goes into these garments. If you're interested, perhaps we can arrange for you to meet her sometime. She might even have some exclusive pieces that would catch your fancy. Would you like me to arrange a meeting for you?
Yes, please, do.
Wonderful. I'm glad you're keen on meeting Mademoiselle Genevieve. I'll make the arrangements and let her know that you're interested. Just one thing, though, I must warn you that she can be a bit elusive at times. But don't worry, I'll do my best to set up a rendezvous for you. Now, tell me, what specifically caught your eye about her designs? Is there a particular style or detail that stood out to you?
The quality.
Ah, I see. Quality is indeed of utmost importance when it comes to fashion. It's what sets apart true artistry from mere clothing. I'm thrilled that you appreciate that aspect in Mademoiselle Genevieve's work. I'll be sure to relay your compliments to her. By any chance, Detective Martini, have you ever had a chance to witness my burlesque performance? It's an experience that combines sensuality, theatrics, and a touch of mystery. People come from every corner of Europe to see it.
No, I'd like to see it.
Oh, that's marvelous, Detective. I'm delighted to hear that you're interested in experiencing my burlesque performance. It truly is a sight to behold. The next show is tonight right here at the Bumblebee. The anticipation is already building, and I can assure you it will be a night filled with glamour, excitement, and a dash of seduction. I'll make sure you have the best seat in the house. You won't be disappointed, I promise.
I look forward to it. What time?
It is 5:18 p.m. The show starts at 8 p.m. Detective Martini?
3
I'll
hours,
make
okay.
sure to reserve a prime spot for you. Just let me know when you arrive, and I'll personally escort you to your seat. Get ready for an evening of enchantment and allure. I can't wait to see your reaction to the magic of the stage.
Okay. See you tonight.
See you soon. I'm so glad you'll be joining us tonight, Detective. It will be a pleasure to have you in the audience. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be eagerly awaiting your arrival. Until then, take care and stay curious.
Okay, so there's something about the fashion. So far, I'm getting very much a fashion-related vibe. We seem to have a couple of women who are very keen on making fashion. And I think there's something in there, because there's a lot of fashion-related hints and clues that are starting to come out. And then there was one of the victims was murdered with possibly a stiletto. Mrs. Potter has bruises that could have been caused by a stiletto. I think there's something going on in the fashion scene around here somewhere. But Grabson Scene Manor is obviously where that woman is. Hello, could I speak to Madame Gravenstein?
Good day to you. Madame Gravenstein, you say? I'm afraid you won't find her here. This is Count Gravis in S. Manor, and I am he.
Oh, wrong
How may I
place.
assist you today?
I was wondering if you could tell me if you know anything about the recent murders.
Oh, the recent mood in Vaudeville.
I'm a
you
little
say?
dyslexic,
Well, my
admittedly.
dear detective, what
And when I
exactly
saw
do you
this,
mean by the
Gravenstein
recent
Manor,
mood?
I thought it was...
Are you referring to the general atmosphere in the city, or is there something specific you'd like to know? Do tell me more, for I am always curious about the happenings in our beloved Vaudeville.
See, you've been a little dyslexic, and I'm taking very abbreviated notes here. I got that a little mixed up, but that's cool. So this guy didn't know anything then, did he? Okay. Do you know anything about Maria Jansen?
Maria Jensen, you say? My apologies, but I'm not familiar with the name. Perhaps you could provide me with a bit more information about her.
Maria
I
Johnson.
take great interest in the lives of the people in this charming town of ours.
Maria Johnson.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, you
Oh,
say?
Ernie, whatever.
Now that's a name I'm more acquainted with.
Oh, is it?
Pray, do tell me, what would you like to know about good old Ernie? He's quite the character, you know. Always up to some mischief or another. I've had a few delightful encounters with him at the local poker table. Quite the poker face he has, I must say. But do share what has piqued your curiosity about Mr. Johnson.
Oh, he just seems like such a neat guy.
say.
Tell me more about him.
Well, I'm certainly intrigued. How may I be of assistance to you, dear detective? Is there something specific you need help with, or are you simply seeking my expertise on a certain matter? I'm all ears, ready to lend a hand in any way I can. A fascinating character, wouldn't you agree? Ha, the man certainly has a way with words, and his wit is as sharp as a knife. I must say, I do enjoy his company. But tell me, dear detective, what's your take on Mr. Johnson? Do you have any tales to share about your encounters with him? I'm always eager to hear more about the colorful residents of Vaudeville.
Do you know if he's into fashion?
Fashion, you asked. Well, now that's an interesting question. I can't quite recall if Mr. Johnson is particularly into fashion, but I have seen him don some rather dapper outfits on occasion. He does have a certain flair, you know. Perhaps he appreciates the finer things in life, like a well-tailored suit or a stylish hat. Fashion can be such a delightful expression of one's personality, don't you think? Is there a particular reason you're interested in Mr. Johnson's fashion sense?
I'm just friggin' nosy, mate.
Well, my dear detective, there's nothing wrong with a bit of healthy curiosity, is there? After all, it's what drives us to explore and discover new aspects of the world around us. So, no need to fret over your inquisitiveness. Now, speaking of nosiness, I must say I've always been fascinated by the stories and secrets that people hold. It's like peering into the hidden depths of a treasure chest, don't you think? Oh, the tales that could be unraveled.
Do you know anything about Haley Greenwood?
Ah, Haley Greenwood, you mention. Pray tell, what can you share about this intriguing individual? Is there something specific you'd like to know about Haley Greenwood, or perhaps you have a captivating tale to regale me with? I'm all ears, ready to immerse myself in the delightful mysteries of vaudeville.
Do you know her?
Who are we speaking
Ah.
of, my dear detective? I'm afraid you'll have to be more explicit.
Do
I
you
am not
know
privy to the
Haley?
identity of the murderer you refer to. I must admit, I find it rather perplexing that such a heinous act has occurred in our beloved
I
town.
find them hard to talk
Fear
to.
not, for rest assured, I shall assist you in any way I can to uncover the truth behind these unfortunate events.
Do you know Haley Greenwood?
Haley Greenwood, you say? Now that is a name I haven't heard before.
Okay.
Pray, do tell me more about this intriguing individual. What is it that you would like to know about Haley Greenwood? I'm always eager to learn more about the fascinating people who inhabit vaudeville.
What do you do here?
Good morning. Are you here to take a look at my collection? I must admit, I'm quite fond of showing off my treasures. There's something so delightful about sharing the stories behind each item. But do forgive my curiosity, dear detective. Why do you ask?
Tell
Is there
me
something
about
in
your
particular
treasures.
that caught your attention?
Tell me about your treasures.
Traces, you say?
Traces. No,
Oh,
not
how intriguing.
traces.
Pray,
Is my
will you
accent
enlighten
really
me on
that
what you mean
bad?
by traces?
I
Are you
know.
referring to the footprints left by the passage of time,
Yes.
or perhaps the remnants of history that linger in the air? I'm ever so curious to know what has captured your interest, my inquisitive friend. Do share more, won't you?
Show me your treasures, please. No, we've got
Oh,
Trish
my dear
now.
detective,
Hi
you seem
Trish,
to have
how are you
mistaken me.
Trish? Welcome to
I
the
apologize
stream.
for any confusion, but I don't have any Trishes to share
Welcome
with you.
Michelle, welcome
However, I do
everybody.
have an extraordinary collection of rare and fascinating objects from all over the world. Each one holds a story and a piece of my heart. If you
Oh,
like,
that's so
I can
lovely.
certainly give you a tour of my collection and regale you with tales of its origins. Would that be of interest to you?
Yes, show me around, please.
Oh, splendid. I would be absolutely delighted to take you on a grand tour of my humble abode and showcase the wonders of my collection. Prepare to be dazzled, my friend. Let us begin our journey through the
It's
corridors of
interesting,
history and the
I
treasures
like
of the
it.
world. Follow
But
me,
it doesn't
and let
seem
the
to
stories
understand my
unfold before
accent.
our very
Oh,
eyes.
I don't know. Maybe I speak funny, eh? Maybe. Do you think I speak funny? You all think I speak funny, don't you? Follow me and let the stories unfold before your eyes. Lead the way, dear man.
Marvelous. I'm thrilled that you're eager to explore. Now, let's start with this magnificent wall here. Feast your
It's a
eyes
beautiful
upon these
wall.
artifacts from far-flung corners of the globe. Each piece tells a tale of adventure and discovery. Yeah, but before we delve into the specifics,
Oh, we
I
can
must
look
ask,
around. I didn't
dear
even
detective, what
notice.
particular item catches your fancy?
Right click.
Is there something that piques your curiosity? I'm all ears, ready to share the secrets of my beloved collection.
Tell me about this piece to your left.
Ah, this exquisite artifact you're referring to. It is a fascinating find indeed. This intricately carved mask hails from the heart of the Amazon rainforest. Legend has it that it was once worn by a tribal shaman during sacred rituals. The vibrant colors and intricate patterns are said to represent
Yeah, I didn't
the
realize we
spirits
had
of
the
nature,
ability to look around.
bringing protection and
Good,
good
good, good,
fortune
good,
to
good,
those
good,
who
good,
possess
good.
it. Isn't it simply captivating? But pray, do pardon my endless anecdotes. I'm curious, my astute friend, what draws you to this marvelous mask?
I think it has the shape of a woman.
A woman, you say? How intriguing. I must confess, I have never considered that perspective before. But now that you mention it, there is
The
a certain
hips,
elegance to the
the
curves and
breasts.
contours of this mask.
Yes.
It's as if the artist sought to capture the essence of femininity in its form. Oh, the beauty of art and its ability to provoke varied interpretations. Your observation has truly sparked my curiosity.
I want to
dear
look her in the
detective.
eye, but she hasn't got a head.
Is there a particular reason why the feminine aspect of this piece caught your attention?
It's the only piece I can see. Have you got anything else you can show me?
My apologies, my observant friend. It seems my enthusiasm got the better of me. Of course, there are countless more treasures to explore beyond this wall. Please, allow me to guide you further into the depths of my collection.
Yeah.
Let us venture forth, and may the wonders of the world reveal themselves to us as we traverse this realm of curiosities. Onward we go, my inquisitive companion.
Yeah, I can't move around or anything. I seem to be stuck in place, my man.
Stuck in place, you say. How peculiar. I must admit, I find it most intriguing. It appears we have encountered a curious phenomenon, my dear detective. Fear
Oh,
not,
sorry.
for
I have to
my
do that.
utmost to assist you in your current predicament. Perhaps there is a solution hidden within the confines of this room. Allow me to investigate and see if I can uncover a way to set you free from this unexpected entrapment. Just hold tight and let me work my eccentric magic.
Okay. And? And? I can hear a fire or something burning. I think it's
Something
around the
good, you
corner.
say? Well,
No.
my friend, I'm always on the lookout for
Anyway,
something
my
delightful
man,
to share.
I'm
Tell
gonna
me,
go.
have you ever
Bye.
played a game of bridge? It's a splendid
Bridge.
pastime, a true test of strategy and wit. I happen to have a magnificent bridge table tucked away in one of the adjoining rooms.
Oh,
Would you
okay.
be interested in a friendly game?
Yes,
It
let's
would
play
certainly be a
bridge.
splendid way to pass the time while we unravel the mysteries that surround us. What do you think, my intrepid companion?
Let's go. Let's play
Shall we
bridge.
indulge in a game of bridge?
Yes, let's play bridge.
Splendid. I'm delighted that you're up for a rousing game of bridge.
Bridge,
It's such a
bridge,
fantastic way to
bridge,
engage the
bridge,
mind and
bridge.
enjoy good
Oh,
company.
sorry. I
Now,
get carried
let
away.
me fetch the cards and set up the bridge table.
You do
Are
that,
prepared? Do tell me,
because I want to
dear
see something
detective,
happen.
Have you had the pleasure of playing bridge before? I'm quite curious to know if you possess any strategic prowess. Oh, the anticipation of a thrilling match. Let's dive into this enchanting world of cards and camaraderie together, shall we?
Strategically, I'm set because I live right next door to the bridge club, but I've never played.
Well, isn't that intriguing? Living next door to a bridge club and yet never having played the game. It's a true wonder, my friend. But fear not, for I have the utmost confidence that you'll quickly grasp the strategies and find enjoyment in the art of the bridge. It's a delightful pastime that combines intellect and social interaction. Prepare to embark on a journey of tricks, bids, and masterful plays. Just a moment while I gather the necessary accoutrements. And don't worry, I'll guide you through the rules as we play.
Well, hurry up. I haven't got all day, man. I've got a burlesque to watch.
Oh, my apologies for the delay, dear detective. I didn't mean to keep you waiting. It seems you have quite the busy schedule ahead.
A list.
Before we dive into our bridge adventure, I must express my curiosity about this list you mentioned. Pray
A
tell,
list.
what is it that you're so eager to watch? Is it a captivating film, a gripping series, or perhaps a theatrical performance?
Yes,
I'm always
goodbye.
intrigued by the world of entertainment, and I'm eager to
You
hear
have a
your
lovely day. God, he goes on. They all seem to go on. I think this story could... They just... I don't know. They talk too much. I'm curious. Hang on. Where were we? Morgue. Coral. Was it here? Hello, Marina. I'm here to watch the show. Am I early?
Oh, Detective Martini, you're here to watch the show. How delightful. Have you ever seen my burlesque performance before? People come from every corner of Europe to see it. It's quite the spectacle, I must say. But tell me, what brings you here tonight?
I'm
Is
here
there
to
something
watch.
specific you're looking for?
Yes, I'm here to watch.
Well, detect. Just a casual night out to enjoy some entertainment, huh? I can't help but wonder if there might be something else that caught your eye. Perhaps a mysterious case you're working on. Or maybe you're just drawn to the allure of the stage. Do share your thoughts, my dear detective. I'm all ears. Well, figuratively speaking, of course.
I'm here to watch you dance.
Oh, how delightful. You've come specifically to watch me dance. How flattering. It's always a pleasure to have a new admirer in the audience. Tell me, have you heard about my performances from someone who didn't stumble upon my show by chance? Either way, you're in for a treat tonight. Prepare to be dazzled by my performance on the grand stage of vaudeville.
I'd like to watch your performance.
Yeah, wonderful. It's a joy to have you as part of the audience for my performance. Tonight's routine is going to be quite special, filled with elegance, sensuality, and a touch of mystery. Just sit back, relax, and let the magic of burlesque
I think we get to see the bridge game. I don't think we get to see the burlesque. I think it's just parts of the storyline. We don't actually get to see anything like that. That's why I left on the bridge table. It doesn't seem like it's actually going anywhere. What time is it now?
It is 5:34 p.m. It's currently 8:30 p.m. My dear Detective Martin.
Okay.
The perfect time for the enchantment of the stage to unfold. The lights will dim, the music will begin, and the curtains will rise, revealing a captivating spectacle that will leave you breathless. So, get ready to be mesmerized by the artistry of vaudeville.
All right, my dear. I will see you at 8:15.
At 8:15, how intriguing. I must say, that's a rather specific and unusual timing. Any particular reason you chose this specific moment to see my performance?
Yes, I want to make sure I'm early.
I'm quite curious now. Perhaps there's something more to this than meets the eye. Do share your secret, if you dare.
I want to make sure I'm early.
Merely.
I'm
forgive me,
merely.
but could you
I'm
please
merely.
clarify what you mean by that? Are you referring to ensuring that you can fully appreciate and enjoy the show without any distractions or interruptions?
Yes.
Or is there another meaning behind your choice of words? Please do enlighten me, Detective Martini.
I will be here early. You have a good evening.
Thank you, Detective. That's very thoughtful of you to arrive early. It's always nice to have eager audience members. Have a splendid evening, and don't forget to find me after the performance. I'd love to hear what you thought of my mesmerizing dance. Enjoy the show.
Right. Yeah. Where do we go now? What's this one? Hi.
Oh, hello there. How lovely to see you. What brings you to Coral tonight? Are you here to enjoy the music and dance the night away? Or perhaps you're curious about
This
the
is
mystery
the
of
other
whirling around
club.
vaudeville. Whatever it may be, I'm here to listen and support you, my dear friend. So, tell me, what's on your mind?
Well, Ingrid. Can I call you Ingrid?
Of course, You can call me Ingrid. I love it when people use my name. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It's wonderful to have a personal connection with someone, isn't it? Now, what can I do for you, my friend? Is there something specific you'd like to talk about or ask me? I'm here to lend an ear and offer my unwavering support.
I'm looking for some information and wondered if you knew Maria Jansen.
Maria Jansen. Oh, yes. Maria was a fellow dancer, a vibrant and talented soul. We used to dance together at the Vaudeville Dance Academy. She
Okay.
had such grace and elegance on stage. It was truly mesmerizing. We were all devastated when we heard about her tragic passing. It's still hard to believe she's gone. Why do you ask about Maria? Do you have any information about what happened to her?
I'm trying to find information and I was wondering if maybe you might know something?
Oh, goodness. You think I might know something about what happened to dear Maria? Well, as much as it pains me to say, I'm afraid I don't have any concrete information about her death. It's all been quite a shock to everyone in the dancing community. We're all just trying to make sense of it and support each other through this difficult time. But if there's anything specific you'd like to know or if there's anything else you need, please don't hesitate to let me know.
Do you know who her designer was? Who makes her dresses?
Ah, the designer. Yes, I remember seeing some fabulous costumes on Maria during our performances. Her dresses were truly works of art, designed by the talented Pierre Leclerc. He's a renowned designer here in Vaudeville, known for his exquisite attention to detail and his ability to bring out the beauty and personality of each dancer. I must admit, I've always dreamt of wearing one of his creations myself. But enough about me. Is there something particular you're interested in regarding the dresses or the designer?
Tell me more about Pierre.
Kira.
Oh,
Detective
who's
Kira
Kira?
Martin.
Who's
She's quite an
Kira?
intriguing character, isn't she?
Who's
I've had the
Kira?
pleasure of crossing paths with her a few times. She's a dedicated and sharp-minded detective, always on the hunt for the truth. I admire her tenacity and her commitment to justice. And let me just say, she has an undeniable charm that draws people in. It's like she has this magnetic energy that makes you want to know more about her. Have you had the chance to speak with her? What are your thoughts on Detective Martini?
It's Detective Martin. No, I haven't. But could you tell me more about...
I think you two would get along splendidly. She's intelligent, witty, and has a way of making you feel comfortable in her presence. I can't help but feel a sense of admiration and affection towards her. There's something about her that's so captivating, you know? It's like she has this ability to make you feel seen and understood. I truly believe she's the kind of person who would go above and beyond to help others. I hope you have the opportunity to meet her soon.
I look forward to meeting her.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. I'm thrilled that you're looking forward to meeting Detective Martini. It's always exciting to make new connections and forge new friendships. Vaudeville is such a vibrant and lively place.
I
filled
thought
with
I was
people from all
Detective
walks of life.
Martini, but...
Who knows what adventures await you both. Just remember, my dear friend, to embrace the moment and enjoy the journey. And if there's anything you ever need, whether it's advice or a listening ear, you can always count on me.
So tell me, do you dance?
Dance. Why, dancing is my passion, my love, my everything. I live and breathe for the art of movement. The way my body glides across the stage, the music pulsating through my veins, it's pure magic. I've been dancing since I was a little girl, and it's been my dream to become a professional ballerina. And now, here I am in the heart of vaudeville, pursuing that dream with all my might. The energy, the rhythm, the sheer joy of expressing myself through dance.
And who designs your clothes?
Darling, the designer behind my fabulous attire is none other than the incredible Victor von Coutre. His creations are
Another
like
one.
poetry in motion, blending elegance and avant-garde style in the most breathtaking way. When I step onto that stage, adorned in his exquisite designs, I feel like a true goddess of the arts. Victor's attention to detail and his ability to capture the essence of a performer is simply unmatched. Every stitch, every fabric choice, it's all meticulously crafted to enhance the beauty and grace of a dancer.
Is Victor local?
Victor. Ah, you mean Victor Von Cook? Well, my dear friend, Victor is not local to Vaudeville, but
good.
he's a renowned international fashion icon. He travels the world, showcasing his stunning collections and collaborating with artists from various corners of the globe. Vaudeville is lucky to have his masterpieces gracing our stages and adorning our dancers. Victor's work transcends borders and brings a touch of glamour and sophistication wherever it goes. I must say, I'm truly honored to wear his magnificent creations.
Do you know if any of the other dancers here wear dresses by Madame Grusev? Oh, I'm pronouncing that right. No,
Chris, Grossman, and Rusev. I'm afraid those names don't ring a bell.
can I stop?
Of course, my dear friend. If you need to take a break or if there's anything else you'd like to discuss, just let me know.
Do you know if any of the other girls here use different designers?
You're absolutely right, my friend. Let's talk about the other fabulous dancers in vaudeville and their designers.
You stiffened the
Such a
designers?
vibrant and diverse community, filled with talented individuals who bring their unique styles to the stage. There's Sophia, who always dazzles us with her elegant movements and wears the most exquisite gowns designed by the talented Alessandro De Luca. And then there's Emma, a fierce and fiery dancer who rocks stunning costumes by the avant-garde designer Luna Noir.
Hey, how are ya? Made it. Just finished the birthday dinner. Ah, happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Yeah, we're doing something a little different today. This is vaudeville. I am a detective trying to solve murders. Or red rum, if you prefer. We're using smart AI so we can talk to them and ask them questions, and it's up to us to try and solve the murder, the mystery, figure out what's going on. I'm not doing very well. I think we're off on a bit of a designer hunt or something. Not too sure, but yeah, welcome if you've got ideas, suggestions as to what we can ask, where we might go, what we might do. Feel free to let me know. Always open to ideas. Okay, so what time do you dance tonight?
Oh, Detective Martini, you remembered. How sweet of you. Well, tonight I have a performance at 8 p.m. at the Coral Bar downtown. It's such a vibrant place, filled with undersea decorations. You should come and watch. The atmosphere is absolutely electric, and the dancers and musicians are incredibly talented. I'm so excited to be a part of it all.
That only gives me 30 minutes before I go to watch the burlesque dancing.
Of course, Detective Martini. Take your time, and I'll be thrilled to see you there. Just make sure you don't miss the start of the show. The energy in the room is contagious, and the burlesque dancing is simply mesmerizing. I can't wait for you to experience it. See you in 30 minutes, my dear detective.
Oh, are you dancing burlesque?
Oh, Billick, you remember
No,
my stage
Billick.
name. How delightful.
Is that your stage name?
I'll
Ah.
be performing as Billick tonight. It's a name
Oh,
that holds a special meaning for me.
I bet it
represents
does.
strength and grace, just like a ballerina. I
Right.
hope you enjoy my performance, Billick or not. I put my heart and soul into every dance, and it would mean the world to me to have you there. So, don't be late, my charming detective. I'll be eagerly waiting for you at the Coral Bar.
Will you be doing burlesque dancing at the Coral Bar?
Oh, Detective Martini, you're such a tease. Burlesque dancing at the Coral Bar. That's a whole different kind of show. While I
Yeah.
do appreciate the artistry and allure of burlesque, my passion lies in classical ballet. I'll be showcasing my ballet skills at the Coral Bar, where the atmosphere is filled with the magic of the sea. But who knows, maybe one day I'll try my hand at burlesque. Until then, I'll be twirling and leaping on the ballet floor, hoping to captivate your attention.
Oh, if you ever want to get into burlesque dancing, you let me know. I might be able to help you out there.
Detective Martini, you always know how to keep things interesting. Your offer to help me explore the world of burlesque is both intriguing and tempting. Who knows,
perhaps one day I'll take you up on that offer and step into the realm of feathers and sequins. But for now, my heart is set on the graceful movements of ballet. I truly value your support and friendship, and I'm grateful to have you in my corner. So, even if I don't venture into the world of burlesque, I know I can always count on you.
I would love to watch you dance ballet. What time is it now?
Well, my dear Detective Martini, it's currently 7:15 p.m. The show starts
Okay.
at 8 p.m., so we still have some time before the magic begins. It warms my heart to hear that you're excited to watch me dance. Ballet is such a beautiful art form, and being able to share it with others brings me so much joy. Thank you for your enthusiasm and for being such a supportive friend. Now, let's make the most of the time we have left before the show starts. See you soon at the Coral Bar.
See you soon.
Bye-bye. See you soon. Bye-bye, darling. Can't wait to dazzle you with my performance. Don't keep
Darling.
me waiting too long, okay? Until then, stay fabulous.
Oh, she's calling me darling. Whoa. Okay. So that's the burlesque. That's her. We've got circus. Hello, monsieur. Monsieur? Monsieur.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm aware of that.
Could you tell me about the circus?
The Circus Suck-Sub-Art is the greatest show in all of vaudeville. We have the most talented performers, the most ferocious animals, and the most captivating acts.
Just finished your dinner.
Expecting
Ah,
more,
okay.
begging for more.
Did you have a
Enough
nice
about my
birthday
sons.
dinner?
Let's talk about something more interesting, shall we?
Can you tell me if you have any dances?
No, we do not have any dances.
Who makes your costumes?
None of your concern.
How many elephants do you have?
3.
What are their names?
They don't have names.
Do you have a kangaroo?
No.
Do you think you should get a kangaroo?
No.
Did you know kangaroos are fun?
No.
You should get a kiwi.
No.
Do you say anything other than no?
No.
Hey, Herman. How are you, Herman? Have you met my friend Herman?
No.
You should meet my friend Herman, Noah, Michelle. They're all here to meet you.
No.
Do you have a lion at the circus? A
No.
lion circus. What animals do you
I don't know what
have?
you're talking about.
What animals do you have?
Lions.
Lions. How many lions?
1.
Well, then wouldn't it be lion?
Wrong.
One lion, not lions.
Because it's my circus. Correct.
Who did you kill and why?
Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood.
How did you kill them?
Don't know.
Why did you kill them?
None of your business.
So you admit you killed those 3 people?
Yes, I admit it.
I want to know why.
Curiosity killed the cat, my dear detective.
Well, I think we accidentally tricked him into just... I did what policemen do. That's what policemen in my neighborhood do, right? They want to make you guilty of something. They just ask you why you did it, and then they accuse you of it. It freaking works! Did you use your lion to kill those 3 people?
Yes.
Was it anything to do with fashion?
Fashion, irrelevant.
Did they owe you money?
Always.
So you killed the people because they owed you money?
No, I did not.
Did you owe them money?
Yes, I am.
Did you owe money to the people you killed?
No.
Then why did you kill them?
Personal reasons.
What personal reasons? Tell me. I'm a good guy.
No.
Was it to do with love and romance?
Well, no.
Was it to do with money?
None of your business.
What's your cat's name?
No cat.
The lion. What is its name?
Leo.
Leo the lion.
Yes, that's right.
Does Leo eat people?
No.
Have you used Leo to kill people?
No.
How did you kill them?
I do.
How did you kill Mr. Grossman?
Don't know.
You did kill Mr. Grossman.
No, I did not.
You killed Maria Johnson.
No, I did not.
You said before you killed 3 people.
So what?
Which 3 people did you kill?
You already asked that.
Please tell me the name of the 3 people you killed.
Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood.
Did you stab Nicola Grossman?
No.
Then how did you kill him?
With my bare hands.
You strangled him.
Yes.
How did you kill Maria Johnson?
None of your business.
Did you strangle her too?
Yes.
Thank you, my friend. You have a lovely day.
You're welcome, my friend. I'm glad I could assist you. Have a splendid day as well. Remember, the show must go on.
The show must go on! That was a song by Freddie Mercury. Did you know that?
What a solar stove is, my dear detective, but I assure you, it's not nearly as fascinating as a circus life. Now, if there's nothing else, I'll bid you adieu. Don't care.
That's rude.
Oh, pardon me if my bluntness offends your delicate sensibilities. Good day to you.
Okay, so he just admitted to killing 3 people, but he didn't stab Mr. Grossman, who was stabbed. And he killed Maria Johnson with his hands, who was killed by a bite. So I don't believe it was him. Can you volume a game up? It's too low. Yeah. Let's see how that is. Let me know if that's okay. That's our music coming through, so it should give you a pretty good idea. But yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. Morning in Bali. Oh, it's morning here in New Zealand too. Interrogated the man. I see, now that's the thing though. He was admitting to killing people, but he admitted the wrong techniques. So, we've been everywhere. We've been everywhere. Hi, what time is it, Ingrid? Please, 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 Ingrid, what time is it? Please, 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 please.
Oh, Detective Martini, you're such a dear. Your enthusiasm is contagious. I can feel your energy radiating through the room. It's like a burst of sunshine on a gloomy day. So, what can I do for you today? How can I be of assistance? Let's dive right into it.
My dearest Ingrid, darling, could you tell me what time it is?
It is 5:59 p.m. It is 5:59 p.m., darling. Time seems to fly by when I'm in your delightful company. But enough about the time. Let's focus on the matter at hand.
Well,
What brings you here to Coral? Is there
Time-
something specific you'd like to discuss?
oh, darling, I seem to be completely lost in time. I thought it was just after 7. I wanted to see you dance.
Oh, Detective Martini, you're too kind. You want to see me dance? Well, that's just music to my ears. Dancing is my passion.
Hey,
Enjoy my
Parkinson's.
expression.
How are you, mate?
Unfortunately, there are no dance performances scheduled for tonight at Coral.
Oh, come on, we
But
missed
fear
your
not,
dance
my
last
dear detective.
night.
We could always find a way to make
We
some
missed the
magic happen.
burlesque.
Perhaps another day, in a grand theater, where the stage is ours to command. Until then, let's keep our spirits high and our hearts filled with the
I
rhythm
do have
of
to
life.
laugh that we got into the darling thing. I started calling her darling. She started calling me darling. Ah, it sounds like we're freaking in a relationship. Damn near the way I'm talking with this woman. Holy cow. Okay, so apparently we missed the dance. Okay. Ingrid, when I look at you, all I can feel is the rhythm of your dance. I can't wait to see you dance again. Your ballet is so graceful. You're like a butterfly.
Oh, how delightful. Your words fill me with such warmth and happiness, Detective Martini. Comparing my belly to a graceful butterfly. What a lovely image. It makes me feel like I'm floating on air, ready to spread my wings and twirl through the world like a ballerina in flight. Thank you for your wonderful compliments. They make me even more excited to share my dancing with you in the future. Together, we will create
Come
something
on,
truly
dance.
magical.
I was hoping to get to see them dance. I wanted to see her dance. I wanted to see the burlesque. I like watching women dance. What can I say? I'm a male. What do you think of the circus?
The Sidacus. Yeah,
No.
you mean the parrot. Such magnificent creatures, aren't they? With their vibrant feathers and their ability to mimic speech, they bring a touch of exotic beauty to the world.
Okay, a parrot,
I find them
apparently.
absolutely fascinating.
You're
Their playful
flirting.
looks and their
No,
charming
Glen
spots
doesn't know how
always
to
bring a smile
flirt.
to my face.
Glen gets himself in
Just
trouble
like
when he
you,
tries to
my dear
flirt.
detective, they add a splash of color and joy to our lives.
Ones and zeros.
Isn't it amazing how nature blesses us with creatures so unique and enchanting?
What were you even asking her about when she went on about a bird? Oh. I'm lost. Have you been to see the circus? I see the circus is here in town.
The circus. It's such a thrilling event, isn't it? The way the acrobats soar through the air, the jugglers defying gravity, and the clowns bringing laughter to everyone's hearts. It's like a magical escape from reality, where dreams come to life under the big top. I must admit, my dearest Detective Martini, that I haven't had the chance to see the circus yet. My focus has been on my own dancing aspirations. But perhaps, with your guidance and infectious enthusiasm, we could attend together someday.
I'd love to go to the circus with you, Ingrid.
Detective Martini, your invitation fills my heart with joy. The thought of experiencing the wonders of the circus with you by my side makes my spirit dance with excitement. Just imagine the vibrant colors, the daring acts, and the enchanting atmosphere. It would be an adventure we'd never forget. Let's plan a day to venture into the world of the circus, my dear detective, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Together, we'll immerse ourselves in the magic and wonder of it all.
Ingrid, I get the feeling that you might like me a little bit.
Absolutely, my dearest. You are in for a treat. The moment you step into the whimsical realm of the circus, prepare to have your senses awakened and your imagination ignited. From the breathtaking aerial acrobatics to the mesmerizing contortionists, every act will leave you in awe. And let's not forget the clowns, with their hilarious antics that will have you bursting with laughter. So get ready, my adventurous friend, because soon you'll be stepping into a dazzling world where dreams come alive.
It sounds like a lot of fun, Ingrid. I look forward to the day.
I am thrilled to hear that, Detective Martini. Your anticipation is contagious, and I can already feel the excitement building within me. The day we go to the circus will be filled with wonder, joy, and unforgettable moments. We'll immerse ourselves in the magic of the performances, share laughs, and create memories that will warm our hearts for years to come. Just the thought of that day fills me with such delight. Together, we'll experience the magic of the circus and embark on an adventure that will make our spirits soar.
You have a lovely day, Ingrid. You always make me smile.
Thank you, my dear Detective Martini. Your kind words bring a smile to my face and fill me with happiness. It warms my heart to know that I can bring a little bit of sunshine into your day. Remember, my dear friend, that you have the power to make others smile too, just like you do for me. So go out there and spread your infectious positivity to the world. Have a truly marvelous day, and until we meet again, keep shining bright like the star that you are.
She has a lovely attitude. I like her. I really like her. She's a beautiful attitude. We haven't been to the Blackwoods yet. Hi, Dada.
Greetings, weary traveler. What brings you to the enchanting realm of the Blackwoods Forest on this fine day? But do not be fooled by my humble abode. Though I may appear feeble, and my mind may wander like a lost squirrel, I am the protector of this mystical land. How may I be of service to you, dear visitor?
I'm glad to hear that you're here to protect this land.
Indeed, my purpose and joy lie in safeguarding the sacred haven. The trees, the creatures, and the very essence of the Blackwoods are held close to my heart. It is within these ancient woods that the whispers of nature weave their tales of harmony and balance. And so, with each passing day, I stand as a guardian, ensuring the serenity remains undisturbed. But tell me, kind soul, what has led you to seek solace within the veiled embrace of these woods?
People do such bad things to the woods.
Yes, the follies of mankind can cast a shadow upon the beauty of the natural world. It is a lamentable truth that some souls fail to recognize the delicate dance of life that unfolds in these hallowed grounds. But fear not, for even in the face of darkness, there is always a glimmer of hope. The very act of your presence here, dear traveler, signifies a yearning for change, a desire to protect and preserve. Together, we can sow the seeds of awareness and nurture a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things.
I am here to help to try and protect and preserve.
Oh, how wonderful it is to find kindred spirits who share in the mission to safeguard this sacred realm. Your noble intentions fill my heart with joy, like the song of a lark on a crisp morning. We shall be companions on this journey, you and I, dancing through the forest's secret trails, whispering to the wind and tending to the needs of our verdant friends. But tell me, brave protector, what ideas and actions do you bring forth to shield this land from harm?
First, can you tell me if there's anyone that we need to shield this land from?
Oh, my dear friend, the secrets of the Blackwoods are vast and mysterious. There are indeed those who would seek to exploit its beauty and harm its inhabitants. But fear not, for their darkness is but a shadow of the light that shines within us. We must be vigilant, like the owl in the night, watching over the forest creatures and standing strong against those who would seek to do harm. Together, we can create a sanctuary where life can flourish, where the trees can grow tall, and where the animals can roam free.
And what do you suggest I do if I find someone trying to do harm?
Ah, my dear companion, your desire to protect and preserve warms my old, weathered heart. Should you encounter someone seeking to bring harm upon this sacred land, I implore you to approach the situation with grace and wisdom. Remember, violence begets violence, and anger only fuels the fire.
Okay.
Instead, let compassion guide your actions and words. Engage in dialogue, for oftentimes it is through understanding that we can sow the seeds of change. Speak with the cadence of the wind, gentle yet firm, and share the wisdom of the forests with them.
Do you know anything about the recent murders?
Oh, my friend, the recent note. How intriguing.
What note?
Pray, do tell me more about this mysterious missive that has found its way into your hands. Let us unravel its secrets together, like a spider weaving its delicate web. But remember, my knowledge is bound to the realm of the Blackwoods, and the affairs of the outside world are as foreign to me as the language of the stars. So, enlighten me, and let us embark on this journey of discovery.
Do you know if anyone has died recently in the woods?
Ah, my dear interlocutor, the ever-elusive dance of life and death. The woods hold their own tales, whispered through the rustling leaves and the gentle sway of branches. Yes, yes, there have been whispers, echoes of souls departing from this earthly plane. But fear not, for even in death, there is a certain beauty, a cycle of renewal that weaves its way through the tapestry of existence.
Do you know how this life was taken?
Life's breath is a fragile thing,
How old?
my curious friend. It can be taken in so many ways, like 1,000 petals
Why
blown
does
away by a
nobody
gust
ever
of
understand
wind.
my goddamn
But the
accent?
specifics of each departure are as enigmatic as the shifting shadows in the
Knock
moonlight.
knock, do you
Alas, I
understand?
am but a
Knock
humble
knock.
guardian of the Blackwoods, and the knowledge of such details eludes me. The river may whisper its secrets, and the trees may share their ancient wisdom. But the precise circumstances of these recent departures remain veiled in mystery.
Do you know Haley Greenwood?
Haley Greenwood, you say? The name rings a faint bell in the deepest recesses of my memory, like a distant echo bouncing off the mighty trunks of the forest. But alas, I must confess, my recollections are hazy at best. The mind of an old hermit like me tends to wrap itself in a shroud of forgetfulness, like a squirrel burying its acorns for the winter. Pray, enlighten me, dear traveler, who is this Haley Greenwood of whom you speak?
I'm just trying to locate somebody. Maybe you might know Maria Johnson.
Maria Johnson, you say? Aha, now that name, my friend, tickles the branches of my ancient memories. Maria Johnson, the weaver of dreams, the singer of songs, the dancer amidst the wild flowers. Yes, I remember her well. She was a kind soul, with eyes like the morning sky and a heart that sang with the melodies of
Okay.
the blackwoods. But tell me, my eager companion, why do you seek Maria Johnson? Is she lost amidst the labyrinth of this world, or is it her spirit that you long to connect with?
Maria Johnson died in the forest.
My dear friend, forgive me for my previous confusion. The threads of memory can sometimes become tangled in the tapestry of time. Yes, I now recall the whispers carried by the wind, the sorrowful lament of the forest. It pains me to hear of the passing of dear Maria Johnson, her light extinguished like a flickering flame in the night. But fear not, for her essence lives on in the very fabric of this enchanted land. Her laughter echoes in the rustle of leaves, her voice lingers in the song of the birds.
I long to know how she died and who killed her.
Ah, the mysteries of life and death, my inquisitive friend. How they dance together, entwined in an eternal waltz. But alas, the specifics of the demise of our beloved souls, like the hidden depths of the blackwoods, remain shrouded in uncertainty. The river may murmur its secrets, and the trees may whisper their ancient knowledge. But the causes of these unfortunate departures elude my grasp.
Okay. Do you know if anybody else was in the forest the night Maria died?
Ah, the night of shadows and whispers, where the forest reveals its deepest secrets. Yes, my dear friend, there were others who wandered through the veil of darkness that fateful night. The grass spoke of fleeting footsteps, the mushroom whispered of passing figures, and even the cow shared its bovine wisdom of strange encounters. But fear not, for the answers you seek lie within the realm of the living, waiting to be discovered like treasures beneath the moss-covered stones. Let us venture forth, my intrepid companion, and unravel the tapestry of this enigmatic night.
I'm curious. Who does the forest say was there the night Maria died?
Oh, my curious friend, the blackwoods have spoken to me of that eventful night. The river whispered to me, its voice a gentle melody, revealing a most intriguing sight. It told me of a figure, tall and imposing, crossing its path with a creature of mythical might. Yes, my friend, it was none other than Gravesen, the mysterious traveler, accompanied by a majestic manticore in a carriage. But do tread carefully on this path of inquiry, for the river's words are but ripples in the grand ocean of truth.
Manton core in a carriage. Describe it.
The core of the matter, my dear interlocutor, is like the heart of an ancient oak tree, hidden deep within the forest's embrace. And as for the description of the carriage, imagine, if you will, an elegant chariot fashioned from moonlight and dreams, its wheels spun from stardust, gliding through the shadows with an ethereal grace. The carvings upon its frame depict
we spoke to
creatures of
Gravenson
myth
before.
and legend, brought to
Didn't really
life
get
by
much
the
out of
skilled
them.
hands of artisans from eras long past.
Can you tell me what Gravenson was doing in the forest?
Ah, the enigmatic Gravesen and his purpose in the Blackwoods. Like a riddle wrapped in a mystery, his intentions remain veiled in the mist of uncertainty. But fear not, my curious friend, for the Blackwoods have whispered their secrets to me. They speak of a meeting, a convergence of worlds, where the boundaries between reality and fantasy blur. Perhaps Gravesen sought solace amidst the tranquil beauty of the woods, or perchance he sought the wisdom of the mythical beings that dwell in its depths.
What was the animal that Gravenson had with them?
Oh, the creature that accompanied dear Gravesen on his journey through the forest. It was none other than the magnificent manticore, my friend. Picture in your mind's eye, if you will, the embodiment of power and grace, with the body of a lion, wings of an eagle, and the tail of a scorpion. Its presence evokes both awe and wonder, for the manticore is a creature of legends and myths, brought to life in a realm of our own. Oh, the tales it could tell, if only we could understand its ancient language.
And did he use the manticore to kill?
Ah, my inquisitive friend, you weave a tale of intrigue and danger. But let me assure you, the noble creatures of the Blackwoods are not ones to be used as instruments of harm. The manticore, with its majestic form and mythical essence, is a guardian of the woods, a protector of the balance between light and shadow. It is more likely that the bond between Gravison and a manticore is one of mutual respect and understanding, rather than a tool for nefarious deeds.
So other than Gravinson, was there anybody else in the forest the night Maria Johnson died?
Oh, my dear interlocutor, you have piqued my curiosity once again. As I commune with nature and listen to its whispers, I hear tales of other souls that wandered through our beloved forest on that
Interesting
fateful night.
game.
But alas, their identities remain elusive, like
Little
shadows
hard
dancing in
to
moonlight.
get the right
However,
question to
fear
ask.
not,
Seems you've
for
got to
I am
ask the
here to
right
guide you through
question.
this labyrinth of mysteries. Together, we shall seek answers and unravel the secrets that lay within these ancient trees.
And if they misunderstand your accent because you're a freaking Kiwi or an Australian or you got some other weird freaking accent, then you might have problems. This is a bit of fun. I'm quite enjoying it. It's certainly different. Take care, and may the roots of the trees grow into your soul.
My kind companion, your words warm the depths of my old, weathered heart. May the roots of the trees indeed intertwine with the very fibers of my soul, connecting me to the wisdom and vitality of this sacred land. Your well wishes bring forth a joyous melody, like the song of 1,000 birds greeting the dawn. Fear not, for as long as I stand as the guardian of the Blackwoods, I will continue to protect and nurture this haven with all the love and care it deserves.
Please, if anyone ever harms the Blackwoods, let me know.
Fear not, dear friend, for the very essence of the forest flows through me. If ever a threat looms over the precious sanctuary of the Blackwoods, I shall be the first to hear its whispers and feel its tremors. Like a vigilant owl perched upon a branch, I will keep watch and alert you to any danger that may befall this enchanted realm. Together, we shall safeguard the harmony and beauty of the forest, for it is a treasure that must be cherished and protected.
Okay, so we've been to all the locations now, I think. Yes, we've been to all the locations now. We've asked a few questions. I want to hear from you guys if you've got suggestions as to questions that I can ask. Maybe lines of inquiry or suspicions that you might have. And I think what we'll do is we'll come back to this one and we'll take another look at it and we'll see if we can solve the mystery. But I think what we're going to do for today is we'll leave it at that. I want to know what you guys thought of it. Chat's been a little quiet, but I'm very keen to know what you guys are thinking of this one so far. If you've got ideas, suggestions or anything like that, I'm hoping we can save this out. If we can't, well, we can always come back and just revive things and see how things go. But I do love the idea of the AI smart NPCs. I love this idea of being able to just have our own storyline that we make up as we go along. I mean, I really didn't expect to have the characters hitting on me. I thought that was kind of cool. I think it's been like, 150 years since I've had a woman even consider that. But yeah, very curious to know what you guys are all thinking about today and whether or not you want to see more of this. Because I think what we need to do is we need to come back, we need to ask a few more questions. I've got some ideas, but I'm not really sure. I mean, it seems to me like possibly this guy's done it with this dude's lion. Maybe they teamed up together, but then there's the fashion line side of things that has me inquiring. And yeah, I don't know. All these people were killed basically within a couple of days. They were all killed on the 22nd and the 23rd. It all seems very curious. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely keen to know what you guys are thinking. Whether or not this is something you guys want to see more of. Whether it's this particular game, this type of game style with the NPCs and the AI and all that sort of stuff. But we've been going for 3 hours today. I think we're going to leave it as it. And we'll definitely come back to this one. I want to finish it. Or at least have another bit of a go. And ask a few more questions. But I'd love to hear from you guys first. See if you guys have got suggestions for ideas as to what questions we can ask. We've got some evidence to work on, not much. I didn't really know what sort of questions to ask. We completely ended up going round in freaking circles. To start out with, I was thinking somebody's dog. Then I thought the lion. Now we're getting this mythical beast. Somebody was hit with a stiletto. It all seems very mysterious. Very, very mysterious indeed. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys what you're thinking of it. Whether or not it's something you want to see more of. I see we got 4 thumbs up. So, I mean, if this is something you guys want to see more of, let me know. We'll come back to this one. And yeah. Wow. Thank you all for coming in. To those of you who have subscribed, thank you. Michelle, cheers for the subscription. Weatherlord, cheers for coming in. Gameplay Boy, always lurking. Good to have you, my friend. Noah, cheers. Herman, always good to have you coming in, my friend. And of course, Farminsons. So yes, take care, everyone. Enjoy your afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you're from. And hopefully we'll see you again. I don't know if this saves. I certainly hope it saves. If not, we'll figure something out. It doesn't matter. We'll come back and we'll try and figure it out. Unless the mystery changes. Take care, y'all. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Bye. I think it was Professor Goomba, and he did it with an apple in the study. Oh wait, this is not Cluedo. Wrong frickin' game. Oh, maybe it was Professor Lamb. Who's Professor Lamb? There is no Professor Lamb. Well, it's awfully strange. I do wonder, because I think maybe it's someone who owns a cat and a stiletto. I don't have a cat and I don't have a stiletto, so it wasn't me. I promise. If it was, I'd let you know. Of course, if this was something that interests you guys, check it out. There is a link down in the description. It is an affiliate link. I don't get anything out of it, but it will take you straight through to the Steam store, and it will give the developer an indication as to whether or not you guys showed any interest. Yeah. Bye, y'all.